What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Cutter, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. This past weekend was a great weekend of boxing. We got to see some great fights. PBC finally put on a card where the fights wasn't 100% 50-50, but it was close to 50-50 as it could get. We'll start off a little bit with Elijah Garcia and Tyrone Davis. Tyrone Davis is actually from the gym that I grew up. James Schuler's. He's trained by Bradman. Stephen Edwards. He trains Tyrone Davis. I see Tyrone Davis in the gym all the time. He puts in a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have him beating Elijah Garcia. The fact that he beat Elijah, I thought he was gonna get knocked out. The fact that he beat Elijah Garcia by split decision, it says a lot. That means he's been putting in work with Stephen Bradman Edwards, who also trains the likes of Caleb Plant and Julian J. Rock Williams. The first boxer I've ever met, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute. So if you guys are new to the channel, you don't know I'm from the city of Philadelphia, West Philadelphia to be specific. I grew up down the bottom in the James Schuler's gym, right? Yeah, Snoopy, salute. Tyrone Davis, he proved me wrong. I grew up down the bottom in the James Schuler's gym, right? We got the likes of Julian J. Rock Williams. He was the first celebrity boxer I've ever met, which was Julian J. Rock Williams. And that was around the time he was hot, but then he got knocked out by Jamal Charlo. I was in the gym around that time. He got knocked out by Jamal Charlo. And I told him, I was like, yo, you could come back from that, man. I was like, you know, to come from where we come from, to see you on TV, it means a lot. And he was like, thanks, I appreciate that. I never really got in the ring with him. I never sparred him. He was fighting at 154. I fight at 141. He was a pro. I was an amateur. I never really sparred him, but I sparred a lot of guys that sparred him. A lot of my sparring partners actually sparred Julian J. Rock Williams. I wish I would have had the opportunity to get in the ring with J. Rock, but I never had the opportunity to get in the ring with J. Rock. So one of those moments I wish I could get back where I got in the ring. And you guys know that Blair the Flair Cobbs is from my gym also. I never had the opportunity of getting in the ring with Blair Cobbs. Another guy from my gym is Itif Oberton. He fights at 175. I think I sparred Itif for like 1 or 2 rounds. He was just too much for me. He's too big. I don't know if you guys know who Itif Oberton is, but he's getting a lot of name. He's getting a lot of clout now. He trains with Tom Yelenchenko or some shit like that. But he fights at 175. He's getting a lot of clout. Itif Oberton. I've been in the ring with Rasheem Brown. I've been in the ring with Najee Johns. I've been in the ring with a lot of these guys that you guys are gonna hear their name one day, and they're making noise behind the scenes. But anyway, I've been in the ring with. I wish I would have been in the ring with Cool Boy Steph. I never had the opportunity to share in the ring with Cool Boy Steph. But Cool Boy Steph, I grew up in the same gym with Cool Boy. It's a 5-star gym, y'all. You got to pay $250 a month. That's why I know all of these famous boxers in Philly, because it's a 5-star gym I used to go to. You got to pay your trainer $200 a month, and you got to pay $50 a month in membership. So not a lot of people can afford that every single month. You understand what I'm saying? Not a lot of people can afford to pay. People complain about their little gym membership to Planet Fitness. So to go to the gym that I was going to, and the crazy thing is, this gym was in the hood. To go to that gym, you would have to pay $250 a month. $50 gym membership, $200 to your trainer. And I faithfully went to that gym since 2015, 2014. I say 2015. That's how long I've been going to the gym for. And it's 2024. But anyway, moving forward, I don't want to talk about me. I was just saying, shout out to Tyrone Davis for doing his thing. Grew up in the same gym. So shout out to him. But moving forward, this weekend was nothing more than exciting. I love every single fight this weekend. It was great. It was great. All of these fights was great. The shocker of the weekend was Gary Antoine Russell versus what's his name? Alberto Puello. Alberto Puello. The fact that Gary Antoine Russell couldn't figure this guy out is disgusting. This guy was long and rangy, and he was a counterpuncher, and he possessed a lot of problems for Gary Antoine Russell. He gave Gary Antoine Russell a hard time. He was landing some clean counters, and Gary couldn't take away. Gary couldn't make the adjustments. It was very hard to watch the fact that Gary went. I thought Gary won the fight. Let's be real. I thought Gary won the fight, but they gave it to Alberto Puello. It's cool. But I thought Gary would have knocked this dude out. I had Gary knocking this guy out. But this guy came in there and he put on a boxing clinic. He did not want to get knocked out. And he came to fight. And I guess Gary Antoine Russell, he was surprised how much resistance this guy brought to the table. He thought it was, I think he kind of took this guy a little too lightly. In my opinion, I think Gary Antoine Russell needs to rematch this guy. Go get his get back. When you lose or you have a close fight, you need to rematch that guy immediately. Make the necessary adjustments. Go back in there and get this guy out of there so people can respect you again, Gary. That's my advice to Gary. I'm not going to speak on the situation too much, but I would love to see Gary Antoine Russell run it back and go rematch this guy. And this time, make the necessary adjustments and get him out of there. We was actually talking about a potential Gary Antoine Russell and Gervonta Ennis fight. Now Gary Russell takes a loss. Now that fight don't even sound realistic anymore. Gary Antoine Russell versus Devin Haney. That fight doesn't sound realistic no more. But one thing we do know, the 135-pound division is a great division. A lot of players in the 135-pound division. Another player in the 135-pound division is Liam Paro. Liam Paro just defeated the Boogeyman. We all know who the Boogeyman is, right? Well, at least that's what they call him. The Boogeyman, which is, what's his name? Subriel Matias. Liam Paro took Subriel Matias to school. You know, he exposed the Boogeyman, and he did it in his home country of Puerto Rico, where if Subriel Matias was going to get a knockout, he was going to get a lot of love because Puerto Rico was going to get behind Subriel Matias. But Subriel Matias, his offense was nullified. When I was watching this fight, Liam Paro, he'll land his combinations, he'll slip, roll under Subriel Matias' hooks, and he'll hold him. He did a lot of clinching in this fight, and the referee didn't really stop him from clinching and stuff like that. He clinched a whole lot in this fight to stop Subriel Matias' offense, and it was actually pretty successful. He did a lot of clinching, guys. You can go back and watch the fight. Every time he threw a combination, he'll go on a back foot. He'll try to slip some of Subriel Matias' offense. And then when Subriel Matias was coming on strong, he'll clinch him. This just shows that Subriel Matias, he lacks a lot of offense. He lacks a lot. There's a lot of holes in his game. Subriel Matias clearly can't fight in the clinch. When he gets clinched, he just keeps his hands up. I'm like, what are you doing? You know who else do that? Canelo Alvarez. Subriel Matias and Canelo Alvarez. Both guys cannot fight in the clinches. I watched Canelo in the clinches so many times. I'm like, yo, Canelo's just waiting for the referee to break the fight. Bro, when you're in the clinch, you're supposed to be throwing punches, bro. Sneaking in some punches, throwing some punches to the body, hooks to the body, hook. You got to hooks to the head. You got to do all kinds of stuff when you in the clinches. Canelo Alvarez and Subriel Matias, both guys don't know how to fight when they're in the clinches. I'm like, yo, when somebody's clinching you, you supposed to still keep throwing punches. Do not wait for the referee to come stop the fight. I mean, stop the clinch. So I was disappointed. These dudes need to go back to the drawing board, especially Canelo Alvarez, who's been boxing his entire career since he was 15 years old. He needs to go back to the drawing board. Canelo Alvarez needs to go back to the drawing board because he cannot fight in the clinches. Moving forward, Subriel Matias cannot fight in the clinches either. My advice to Subriel Matias, he needs to run it back with Liam Paro and try to go get his IBF belt back. Because if he doesn't run it back, and if there was no rematch clause, and Liam Paro walks away with that belt, Liam Paro steals all of Subriel Matias' opportunities. Liam Paro can go into a unification fight with Devin Haney, a unification fight with Gervonta Davis, Teofimo Lopez, a unification fight with Pitbull Cruz. Liam Paro, he has a lot of choices. If Subriel Matias refused to rematch this guy, I hope he had a rematch clause, because if he didn't, this is embarrassing. You should have had a rematch clause, especially if you're the champion. The champion, in my opinion, the champion should always have a rematch clause. Because if you lose that belt, you can't just let that belt go. You got to go get that belt back. So I hope Subriel Matias had a rematch clause. But anyway, moving forward, let's skip gears and go to David Benavidez versus Oleksandr Gvozdyk. David Benavidez put on a masterclass performance for his first time at 175 in a long time. David Benavidez versus the 37-year-old Oleksandr Gvozdyk was a great fight. David Benavidez, he kept his speed, he kept his power. It's just that Oleksandr Gvozdyk, he just got a beard. He was able to take David Benavidez punches very well. David Benavidez, he came on very strong. He dominated the fight from round 1 to round 12. He won every single round. It looked like there were some rounds where he hurt Oleksandr Gvozdyk, but he just couldn't get him out of there. The veteran, the 37-year-old veteran, he came to fight. But honestly, when I was watching it, he looked like he wasn't really throwing his punches too hard. I'm not going to lie to you. He looked like he was throwing like pity pat punches, like he wasn't committing. Oleksandr Gvozdyk, he wasn't really committing. He wasn't trying to let his hands go. He wasn't, I don't know. I didn't like what I was seeing from Oleksandr Gvozdyk. He didn't let his hands go. But anyway, David Benavidez, he went in there and he done the job. He did what he had to do. Shout out to David Benavidez for doing what he always does. Looking impressive. He's one of my favorite Mexican fighters right now. And I like to continue to see him winning. Hopefully Canelo grow a pair of balls and get in a ring with David Benavidez. But I doubt David Benavidez is coming down to 68 anymore. He can't make the weight. Now, moving forward, the main event, Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. A very, very entertaining fight. Very entertaining fight. I don't think Gervonta has ever been in a boring fight. If you wasn't a fan of Gervonta, you became a fan last night. Seriously. If you wasn't a fan of Gervonta, you became, I said last night, Saturday night. You became a fan Saturday night. That knockout that Gervonta Davis delivered was so brutal and beautiful against a top competition that even if you wasn't a fan of Gervonta, you became a fan that night. It was something beautiful, something to watch. He knocked this dude out with an uppercut. Frank Martin was already out with the uppercut. I'm going to tell you right now. He didn't have to hit him with that left. He was already out with the uppercut because he kind of like froze in the air and Gervonta just finished it off with the left hand. But he was already out, in my opinion. Gervonta caught him with a nice uppercut on the ropes. His trainer kept telling him to stay off the ropes. He kept staying on the ropes. Gervonta caught him with a nice uppercut on the ropes. And it was beautiful. It was all she wrote after Gervonta caught him with that uppercut and he came over the top with the left hand. It was really beautiful to see. You know, like I said, if you're not a fan of Gervonta, that knockout should make you a fan. The first couple of rounds, Frank Martin, he was doing his thing. He did what I expected him to do. He's the high volume puncher. I knew he was gonna take those early rounds. He did that, but he had to maintain his focus for 12 rounds. He had four more rounds to go. He had four more rounds to go, right? But he couldn't make it. He couldn't do those 4 rounds. He couldn't do those 4 rounds. He had four more rounds to go, and he couldn't do those 4 rounds. Gervonta got him out of there in the 8th round. Pretty much, Gervonta Davis was baiting this guy the whole time. He was baiting this guy. He walked him into that shot. He set him up. He was confident. He knew what he was going to do, and he executed it. And you know what's crazy? They showed a video of Gervonta practicing the same shot for Frank Martin. You know what's also crazy? Gervonta also predicted he was going to knock out Frank Martin in the 8th round. They asked Gervonta, they said, yo, what round you think you're going to get Frank out of there? He said probably like the 8th or the 9th. And he got him out of there in the 8th. Yo, next time they ask Gervonta to make a prediction and he gives the round, I'm going to put some money on it. Because it looks like he knows what round. He's on some Conor McGregor shit where he'll tell you what round he's going to knock a guy out and he goes and he do it. So I like that. He said, I'm going to get him out of there in the 8th round. And he goes out there and he got him out of there in the 8th round. Impressive. I'm not going to lie. If you wasn't a fan of Gervonta, you're a fan of Gervonta now. So, congrats to Gervonta. I still have Shakur Stevenson beating Gervonta, though. Even though Gervonta made me a fan on Saturday night. But I still think styles make fights. I think Shakur Stevenson beat the shit out of Gervonta. I ain't going to say beat the shit out of him, but he embarrasses him. Styles make fights. Skills pays the bill. At 135, the most skillful fighter at 135 is Shakur Stevenson. I don't think Shakur Stevenson loses focus against Gervonta. Gervonta, he will have to work for that knockout. And I don't see Gervonta knocking out Shakur. So I see Shakur beating Gervonta on points. Because Gervonta is the reason why Gervonta loses to Shakur, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Whether you like Shakur or not, you got to understand boxing. Gervonta is a low volume puncher, right? He's going to lose to Shakur Stevenson because he's not going to knock him out. So when that fight goes 12 rounds, Shakur is going to get the decision. If he goes 12 rounds with you and he doesn't knock you and he's not able to knock you out, he's going to lose because he keeps trying to set you up for that knockout punch. And if the knockout doesn't come and you're outboxing him, you're going to win. You can already see how this fight is going to play out. Shakur Stevenson outboxing Gervonta. Gervonta looking for that big punch. He can't get it. By the time he looks at the clock or he looks at the rounds, it's 12 rounds. Shakur Stevenson 8-4. Shakur Stevenson 7-5. Shakur Stevenson beats Gervonta Davis, in my honest opinion. I don't see Gervonta knocking out Shakur. I just don't see it. It is what it is. But I do see Gervonta knocking out Vasyl Lomachenko. I do see Gervonta knocking out Berinchyk. Gervonta said he's at the age right now, he's almost 30 years old, where he's ready to make these big fights. And I think he should save the biggest fight in the sport of boxing for last, which is Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. He says he's interested in fighting Ryan Garcia again. He's interested in fighting Pitbull Cruz. He has a mandatory in William Zepeda. I would like to see that fight. Gervonta versus William Zepeda. That's a great fight. A great action fight. A great action-packed fight. Also, I would love to see all of these fights. I want to see Gervonta fight Vasyl, Berinchyk, even Teofimo Lopez at 140. I want to see him fight all of these guys, to be honest. So hopefully we get these fights from Gervonta. But the great thing about Gervonta, he says he wants to be undisputed. So in order to become undisputed, you have to go through Shakur Stevenson. And I just don't see him getting past Shakur. That's just my opinion. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, moving forward, Bob Arum holds all the marbles at 135. He literally has 3 champions at 135. He has Berinchyk, who is the WBO champion, Vasyl Lomachenko, who is the IBF champion, and Shakur Stevenson, who's the WBC champion. Bob Arum will be a fool if he puts Vasyl Lomachenko in the ring with Gervonta Davis before he puts him in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. This is the same bullshit he did when he had Manny Pacquiao over there at Top Rank. He would rather Manny Pacquiao fight anybody but Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum is a disgusting individual. Why aren't you making Shakur Stevenson versus Vasyl Lomachenko? You disgusting individual. What is wrong with Bob Arum, bruh? Shakur Stevenson should fight Berinchyk for the WBO, Vasyl Lomachenko for the IBF. Shakur Stevenson becomes a unified champion with 3 belts. And there's only one more belt to go, and that's the WBA belt. And who has the WBA belt? Gervonta Davis. If Bob Arum was smart, he would let Shakur fight all of these guys before he let Gervonta fight Vasyl Lomachenko. So I don't like it. Bob Arum is in the same position PBC was when PBC had all the champions. So if Bob Arum was smart, he would freeze out Gervonta Davis just like PBC froze out Terrence Crawford. He'll freeze out Gervonta Davis. Let Shakur get all the belts. He fights Vasyl Lomachenko, gets the IBF, fight Berinchyk, get the WBO, becomes a unified champion. This is what Bob Arum needs to do. But instead, Bob Arum is being an idiot. He's trying to make Vasyl Lomachenko versus Gervonta Davis. He's trying to cash out Vasyl Lomachenko, which is disgusting. It's still a great fight, though. I'll still watch it. But I'm just saying, the smart thing to do is give your man, Shakur Stevenson, all the opportunities you can possibly give him before you give Gervonta Davis that opportunity. So, looking at Bob Arum as a promoter, He said, disgusting individual for doing something like that. I still want to see the fight, though. It is what it is. Let me go ahead and read some of these comments, man. But like I said, what Gervonta Davis did on Saturday was so impressive that if you wasn't a fan of Gervonta, you are a fan of Gervonta now. Let me go ahead and read some of these chats, man. I had to get my thoughts off today. You know, I love talking to my peoples in the comments, but I didn't want to lose my thoughts, and I was able to get everything out that I wanted to say today. So now I can read the comments. But salute to everybody in the chat. If you still here, still rocking with your boy, no credit, I appreciate y'all. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. He says salute. At Buck Crawford beats no credit, Canelo Alvarez. Salute, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Snoopy said, Arum proved me wrong. Salute, Snoopy. Bliss Tactic. He says, one, as an Aboriginal Australian, I'm deeply saddened that Matias lost. European males colonized, enslaved, and subjugated my indigenous people for over 3 generations. I really wanted Matias to win. Hey, yo, Blitz, Tactique, salute. Uh, I'm not going to say I want a guy to win because he's black. So I disagree with what you're saying. I wanted to see the best fight. This is boxing, you know. We can't just say, oh, I want this guy to win because he's black, or I want this guy to win because he's white. You know, no, I want to see the best fight. If the white guy is better, why he deserved to win. If the black guy is better, he deserved to win. That's how I look at the sport of boxing. I'm not saying because at the end of the day, I do bet on the sport of boxing too. So I'm not gonna bet on a guy because he's black. I'm gonna bet on a guy because I think he's the better fighter. So I get what you're trying to say, but if you were to put some money on it, I'm pretty sure you will want to put money on a guy you believe is gonna win, right? Whether he's black or white or whatever race or nationality he is. So I don't think that's the right mindset to have, but it's the right mindset to have if he's your countryman. Okay? Say if he's your countryman, then you say, but I'm not saying go put money on it, but I'm saying if he's your countryman, you can say, all right, so I live in the same country as this guy, and I really want this guy to win. You're supporting this guy. But you live in the same country as Liam Paro, and you're saying you want a Matias to win because he's black. That don't really sit well. That don't sit well with a lot of people. You know, to each his own. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not gonna look at it like that. Me personally, I'm gonna support the guy that's from my country. I'm gonna be like, yo, if it was Liam Paro and he was American and he was fighting Matias, I would want Liam Paro to win. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's at the end of the day, it's a sport. Boxing is a sport, and you got to support who's from your country. You know, we can't just do it. I know boxing is a very racial sport, but I'm gonna support the guy that's from my country. You know, I feel like that's how everybody should carry it. If a guy's from your country, you support that guy. You don't just say, "Oh, I want this guy to win because he's black. I want this guy to win because he's white." That's not really, I don't know. Not everybody can think like that, but to each his own, right? But I must support the guy because he's an American, whether he's black, brown, Puerto Rican, or Asian. But if he's fighting another guy from a different country, I'm gonna support him too. But that don't mean I'm gonna be dumb enough to put money on him if I believe he was gonna win. Because at the end of the day, I do understand the sport of boxing, and I understand styles make fights and skills pays the bills. As long as you understand that, you will know that Liam Paro, he's a solid boxer. He has a pretty good chin, and he was going to give Matias a run for his money. I didn't think he was going to pull it off, but I did believe he was going to give Matias a run for his money. He ended up pulling it off and getting the upset. So salute to Liam Paro. So I'm not upset that he won. You shouldn't be either, because even though Matias, He's Puerto Rican. He's black. He's a black Puerto Rican. People got to understand your nationality doesn't define your race. Nationality and race are two different things. Race is determined from physical features, your physical features. When you look at a guy like Subriel Matias, if you never heard that guy speak Spanish, you'll think that's a black man. When you look at a Guillermo Rigondeaux, if you never heard the man speak Spanish, you'll think that's a black man. So he's a black Puerto Rican, right? Subriel Matias, he's a black Puerto Rican. Guillermo Rigondeaux, he's a black Cuban. What's his name? Erislandy Lara, he's a black Cuban. So their race is black, but their nationality is wherever country they're from. So it is what it is, right? But anyway, moving forward, Boxing Nerd says, I'm here, bro. Salute the Boxing Nerd. Cooking with Sir Senior. He says, salute. Salute Cooking with Sir Senior. Snoopy says, who was the best guy you sparred name-wise? It's a tie. The best guy I've been in the ring with, Lorenzo Rankin. He's 6'5". He's a problem. Lorenzo Rankin, he's 6'5". He's a problem. He's 13-2 right now in the amateurs. He's 13-2 right now in the amateurs. I sparred Rasheem Brown, Najim Johns. Bro, I spar a lot of big names in Philly. I can't give you all their names, but if it comes to me, I'll tell you. But I've been in the ring with some of the best fighters Philly has to offer. Oh, and I've been in the ring with a heavyweight named Musin Kaysan. I've been in the ring with a heavyweight named Musin Kaysan. And I also been in the ring with another heavyweight named Frank. I forget his last name. But he was a heavyweight. He was pro. But I've been in the ring with a lot of guys. How much you weigh for him to be too big? Who's too big? Are you talking about Julian J. Rock Williams? Or who else? I don't know. Because I was cooking when you guys was commenting. I wasn't reading your comments. Snoopy, did Boots cook you? Is that why you don't mess with him? No, I never had the opportunity to fight Boots, to spar Boots. Abdul Rahim, let the link out, bros. Salute. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Philly is the boxing mecca of gyms. Salute. Snoopy, Benavidez power didn't seem to translate. It probably did. Or what's his name? Oleksandr Gvozdyk had a great chin. And you said Gary would beat Boots. Hey, yo, listen. I said give Boots a run for his money. I never said he would beat him. Shut up. Boxing nerd, shut up. Snoopy, I'd like to see a rematch. Me too. Cooking with Sir Senior. I wasn't surprised he got his first loss. Wow, you really thought he was going to lose? Oh, who? Gary Antoine Russell or Matias? Snoopy, it was close. Gary didn't win at all. I mean, you trolling. Boxing nerd. Easy Rule is a casual. Boxing nerd. I'm gonna put your dumb ass in timeout if you say some bullshit like that again, you casual fangirl. Snoopy, Gary fought 1 round in a year and a half leading into that fight. Wow. See? Inactivity plays a factor. Snoopy. Matias and Gary both upset. I know. Puello outlanded Russell in 8 rounds. No. Did he really? I don't know. It didn't look like it. Matias versus Gary. Loser bracket. Snoopy, chill out, bro. 140. You're a donut. Boxing nerd. Shut your ass up. Paro went into Matias' backyard in front of those Puerto Ricans is crazy. Matias was surprising. He did that bad. Yeah, it was surprising. Excessive clinching is a problem. It was a problem. Shout out to my guy, World Combat Sports, man. Everybody do me a favor. Go follow World Combat Sports. If I'm not on here or I'm not on live, go check out World Combat Sports. Listen to his live. He brings you some of the best contents in the sport. Everybody, go support World Combat Sports. One of the best to do it. Snoopy. Matias was gas. Boxing Nerd dropped the link. Cooking with Cersei and ASAP Low Dog. Salute. Boxing Nerd, no, he didn't. What the fuck you talking about? Third Eye Explosion, LOL. Benavidez is a fraud. Sent the link. I mean, you tripping. Chastity Thomas, salute. Chad, salute, Prince. Salute, Chastity Thomas. I'm chilling, man. Snoopy. Easy Root. I think Shakur only has one fight left on his deal and gave no confirmation to Bob that he is re-signing, so he won't give him a big fight. Man, Bob is ridiculous, man. Bob needs to give Shakur all of those fights. Bob has 3 champions. Shakur needs to be fighting the other 2. East Money, salute. Salute, no credit. Bob Fowl, salute. Yeah, Bob is enough for that. Snoopy, that's why Tank versus Lomo is more realistic. I understand what you're saying. Snoopy, Shakur already rejected a deal to re-sign 2 months ago. I mean, okay, that makes sense. Salute. Salute, salute. Family, prolific family. Davis will not be able to knock out Shakur Stevenson the same way he does other people. That is a fact. Bob Arum definitely is not so. Young Mizzy. Man, I won't lie, no credit. I really can't call that Shakur versus Tank fight. Tank is gonna keep coming at Shakur. You really think Shakur gonna avoid that right hand for all 12 rounds? Hey yo, Young Mizzy, Gervonta is a southpaw. They're both southpaw. Gervonta is southpaw, and what's his name is southpaw. Gervonta is southpaw. So is Shakur Stevenson. Both guys are southpaw. So I think you meant the left hand. Boxing Nerd 101. I mean, how many fights does Shakur have on his new contract? Snoopy, my top 5 pound for pound. Usyk, Bud, Inoue, Canelo, Bivol guys from all over the globe. Carlos Rosado, salute. Hey, why Tank do that to that boy? Yeah, that was crazy. There is no new contract. He has one last fight with Arum. If Shakur was going to re-sign, I bet he makes the Loma fight. Bob Arum is not going to, it was his favorite fighter, exclamation mark. The only thing Lomo is looking for is retirement, so he's hoping he can conquer Tank before he leaves the sport. YK, the Truth Boxing TV. How Tank shut his air off, but looks worse off than Frank. YK, the Truth Boxing TV. You're tripping. Puello beats Boots. Cybo says Puello beats Boots. Boxing Nerd says you a bum, Easyru. You a bum. Prolific family. Shakur Stevenson definitely will be the last on the list for Tank. Let's see how many fights Sugar Shakur Stevenson will get till that time with these wackos out here pushing narrative against him. It's fact. What do you mean? CompuBox Puello outlanded Russell and power punches for 8 rounds. It sound good. They robbed my man Gary, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I mean, they robbed Gary. Let me drop the link on Boxing Nerd Casual Fangirl ass. He's hating on Benavidez. Why are you hating on Benavidez, you casual fangirl? Benavidez went in there and he did what he had to do. Benavidez went in there and he did what he had to do. And he looked dominant. So what the hell are you talking about, Boxing Nerd? Benavidez looked dominant. Yo, salute. What's going on?
Hey, bro, your boy Benavidez is a bum. He's a fraud.
You tripping. That man look
Let's
good.
against the old watch Gvozdyk that hasn't fought a 12 round fight in 5 years.
He's
It was
big though.
supposed to take him out.
Listen.
It don't matter. He was supposed to take him out.
No. The guy, Oleksandr, he only has one loss. Come on, man. We trying
Yeah,
to take credit from this guy.
then he was retired for 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, but he still only has one loss. Whether or not he's been out for that many years,
He has been out for 3 years and he already got his ass whooped and sparred by Benavidez multiple times.
that was before Benavidez was even a champion. That was before what's his name
That's
was a
No,
even
it
champion.
wasn't.
worse.
No, it wasn't. He was
No,
already
no,
That's
I
even
that was
said
worse.
5 years ago.
no. That was before
Oh, he was a
Voshik was a
champion
champion.
already.
I'm talking
He
about
was a champion
Voshik.
already.
Relax, bro. Calm down. Who was a champion already?
Gvozdyk, he was
Both of
already
them
champion
were.
at the time.
What he
The
was a
both of them
champion
were.
when he got whooped by Benavidez?
Yes. Yes, because this was before the
where's the
Archibald.
proof, bro? You just come on here and just say
Go on
anything
boxing.
He
that
said it
brings
was
your
TV.
no.
friction head, bro.
Listen. He said it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago was 2019. The both of them were already champions.
Yes,
He's saying
What are you talking
5
about?
years.
This
He's
is
saying 5
this is
years
before
because
this is
he's not counting 2024, bro. Relax.
he was literally a champion in 2019, 2018.
He's not counting 2024.
bro. He literally put Stevenson, Superman, the French guy, the French Canadian, in the hospital in 2018 or 2019. He became a champion that year.
So you was proud of that? You know he's from your country, right?
I never said it's boxing, bro. He knows the
No,
risk.
no,
What are
you
you
said
talking
it
about?
like you all happy that he did that.
Bro, stop changing the subject.
Hey,
No,
also, hold on. We need to stop acting like Canelo scared of Benavidez because Benavidez ain't got nothing to be scared about. That dude cannot crack an egg.
He
Go
can't even
ahead.
turn
I'm
over his
listening.
punches.
The only time he knocks somebody out is when it's a middleweight. He moved up.
When he's oversized over the person, that pretty much. Let's say it that.
Hey, yo, East Money, salute. Yo, I don't like the fact y'all talking shit on my man Benavidez. Benavidez is one of
Because he's a bum, you know.
my
But
favorites.
We don't
well,
care.
the dude has been ducking Morel. He has been ducking Morel.
I agree with the Morel situation, but other than that,
Uh,
I don't agree. I don't agree with a lot of shit y'all
he has been
saying.
clout chasing Canelo like a motherfucker.
No, he wants that fight. He wants that fight. He not
Then why
clout chasing.
didn't he force the fight?
How can he force it? Go ahead.
Because
Give
he's
us
the
the.
mandatory.
All right, but the WBC is not.
You know that
Mauricio.
WBC said he could force the fight for September, but he didn't. He asked to move up instead. You know that, right?
Yeah, but listen, Mauricio Suleiman, right? He did an
Yeah.
interview. You know, everybody was under the impression that Benavidez was the mandatory for like 3 years. But I literally seen an interview. Damn, what's that? I literally seen an interview this year where Mauricio Suleiman said, "Oh, they said he was the mandatory for 3 years, but that wasn't the case. He
That
was
is
supposed
true.
he
He
was
was
supposed to fight. He was supposed to fight all of these title eliminators and all kinds of shit he was saying
no.
before he.
He was not wrong. Let me explain to you why.
All right, go ahead,
Because
buddy.
he was interim champion for 3 years. That's not the same as being a mandatory. He became mandatory when he beat Caleb Plant in March last year. That's why that's always the rule. When you are the mandatory in the WBC, you have 1 year then to actually force that mandatory in. Benavidez was able to force that mandatory in March for September. WBC president Mauricio Suleiman. Hey, boxer, mute yourself, please. Uh, he had an interview where he publicly said, uh, what's it called? That Benavidez was free to mandate that fight and we would order the fight for September. That's what they said. But instead of doing that, he asked to move up to 175. And now he's saying he doesn't even want to fight at 175 anymore. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? He was clout chasing the whole time. He never wanted that Canelo fight. Because if he really wanted it, he would have forced the fight. He
Bro,
could
he
have
doesn't
fought
know how to
this.
turn over his punches. Like he's not
He
even a
could have
puncher
had
anymore.
this in this September. He could have had the Canelo fight. He could have had it, but he
So
didn't.
you
He
think?
sabotaged himself.
No. I don't agree with y'all on this one.
Okay,
I think Canelo doesn't want to fight, not Benavidez.
he doesn't need to fight him. He doesn't care.
Who doesn't need to fight who?
Canelo, he doesn't need to fight him,
But the fans want to see it, bro.
bro. He doesn't care. He gets literally 35 million a fight fighting fucking the Charlo brothers.
Yeah, I
He was
know,
able to
but
get that.
but but
The
that's not
PBC
good
offered
though.
them. You know what's funny though? PBC, the same company Benavidez fights under, they didn't include Benavidez in the 3 fight deal. Why?
I know,
Hmm.
that was a stab in his back.
They
Cause
they wanted they wanted
I
they
thought he was
wanted
gonna be
Canelo
a
to
part of
fight
that
Errol
deal.
Spence.
I was just about to say that they had Earl on the deal.
Exactly. So
Yeah, because no one really believes in Benavidez, bro. He doesn't really know how to punch hard.
Yo, watch your mouth, bro.
I'm telling you the truth. He doesn't know how to turn over his punches, bro. This
That
guy's a
man,
volume puncher.
He got fast hands. He lets
No
his
power,
hands
no
go.
pop.
He's very exciting.
He has
Yo,
no
Amir Khan
power.
punches harder than Benavidez.
He squares up. He cross steps. He has no lateral movement at all. He just stands in front of
Yeah,
you.
he stands straight up. That's the
Yeah,
only thing I don't like.
he has no lateral movement at all. So Canelo can just stand right there with him and just out counter him, just having his fun because his
Yeah,
body's open the
but the
whole time.
volume and the pressure. You think Canelo
Oh,
can go
yes,
through that?
because that volume is only gonna get up when he feels like he has somebody hurt. He can't hurt Canelo. He doesn't have the power to hurt Canelo. He couldn't even knock out Caleb Plant, which took him 5 years to fight. Even though 5 years
Oh, we
ago
gotta give.
they,
I
they
mean,
were on the same promotion with two belts, but he never wanted to unify. What are we talking
we
about?
gotta give him a pass for the Caleb Plant fight. Caleb Plant did something we never seen him do before. He did a lot of clinching in that fight, bro.
Hey, you the Mexican monster, but you couldn't break off a clinch.
Because he probably didn't train
Literally,
for that,
like he
bro. He didn't
struggled.
train for that.
You
And
a
Bro,
he
he
was
trained
monster.
for
You a
bro.
monster. You should be able to break off a
He's
clinch.
a puncher. That's what he does. I mean, he's a boxer. That's what Caleb Plant does. Like, why is it so hard to believe he'll clinch if he's in trouble?
because we haven't seen him do that a lot. Not at least not
He
that
does
much.
do
He
it a
did.
lot, actually. Just not when he's
No,
hurt.
not
He
bro.
has.
Bro, that fight
You know?
versus
Have
David
you seen?
Benavidez, he clinched so much in that fight, bro. It was crazy. I never
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
him do that
Benavidez
before.
couldn't break off a clinch.
Literally, bro.
Yo, Canelo can't break clinches either. Did
Yes,
you
he
see
can.
Oh,
Canelo?
that's a
He,
lie.
he
That's a
was
What?
able
lie.
to break. He was
Did
able
you
to
see?
break.
Did you
What's with
see
this
Canelo
lie?
versus
Why are you
Charlo?
lying?
He was literally able to break off a
Israel,
clinch
you're
against
lying for
Bivol. What are we
free, bro.
talking
Why
about?
are you lying for free?
Canelo versus Charlo. He was breaking off Charlo clinches.
He wasn't even clinching that much. But yes, he literally break off a clinch. Actually,
I'm talking about Canelo versus Charlo. Did you watch the fight?
yes, I watched the fight a couple times back.
Charlo was clinching him. And what did he do? He put his hands up and
He was able
and
to
waited.
break off the clinch.
What?
He was able to break it off.
No, he just puts his hand up and wait for the ref to come. Bro, we gotta get some highlights up here. He just puts his hands up and wait for the ref to come break the clinch.
No, he himself was able to break the clinch. He even did it against Bivol.
He wasn't even punching in the clinches, bro. If somebody clinch me, I got my other hand. I'm still like I'm a hold one of your hand down and still
No,
punch
but
you to
Canelo
the.
was able to frame himself off to reposition himself to land different punches from different angles. That's literally what he does.
I haven't seen him do it of recently.
He does it pretty much in every fight. Literally, the
Bro, you
Jaime
really
Munguia
don't know what
fight.
you're watching, bro.
Literally, the
You
No,
don't
Jaime
know
no,
what you're
no.
Munguia fight. He
You
did
don't
it
know
so
what you're
many times.
watching, Nerd.
Huh?
He did it so many times against Jaime Munguia. So many
Yo, I need to
times.
question your boxing knowledge.
No,
Easier
I'm
out, bro.
talking about against Charlo, his clinching, his
You say
breaking
every
off the.
fight he doesn't. You said a general statement. You didn't talk about one fight, bro.
Well, the Charlo fight, I didn't
Hold
really
on, hold on,
notice.
hold on. I have an
I didn't
easy
really
route.
notice it against Munguia because Munguia is not like Munguia. We know Munguia is gonna come to fight. He's not gonna clinch too much.
Easy route. Do you have a problem against Canelo? Do you
You
not
said
like
what?
Canelo? Do you not like Canelo?
Why you say that?
I'm asking
Yo,
you a
he hates
question.
Canelo, bro.
No, why
He
did
hates
you
Canelo.
ask me that?
Because you
No,
think
he
he's
hates
scared of
Canelo, bro.
Benavidez, even though it's obvious that he's not.
You said I think he's what?
Because you say shit like that he's scared of Benavidez.
Oh
I
no,
got
no, I don't think he's scared. I just think when a guy don't want to fight you, that don't mean he's scared. He just don't want to fight you. It's not about this is boxing. Nobody's scared of anybody.
but why would he fight him? There's nothing for him.
Yeah.
It's funny
So,
how when
but why
Benavidez,
do you
hold on,
do you not like Canelo? I want to know.
Because he's calling too he calls too much shots. He's in the
what?
driver's seat. He could do whatever he could do whatever the freak he want to do. He don't want to listen to our
So if
what we have to say.
Terrence Crawford had the same opportunity to be King Honcho, you would have no problems. So why you have a
What?
problem now?
What did you just say, bro?
If Terrence Crawford had the same opportunity to be King do whatever the hell he wants, you have zero problems with that, correct?
We're not talking about that right now, are we?
Oh,
Don't
okay,
worry
okay.
about
Okay,
that. We're
but
talking about
don't you think Canelo deserved it a little bit?
I mean, he's only 33 years old, bro. He's
Yeah,
just
but
still.
look at what he has already has accomplished. Four
I
division
know, I
champion,
know.
former unified champion at 160. He moved up two weight classes to be the champion at 175. Uh, he's now undisputed champion at 168. Has already multiple defenses. Has probably the best resume in boxing right now. He's one of the most, if not no, not the most, but he's one of the most skillful fighters in this era, especially this era right now.
Right.
So hasn't he deserved it? He has also been a superstar for
He's
boxing,
33 years old, bro.
right? And in those years that it was looking like boxing was dying, he was the only one keeping it alive a little bit. With him, the Wilder, the Fury fights and shit like that, but he was the only one consistent with it. So I think he deserved it at one point.
So you saying because he has put in so much work early on, he deserved to fight who he wants to fight now.
I think there are fights that should happen. Do I think, for example, do I think Benavidez
So
fight?
go ahead, go ahead.
Do I think that Benavidez deserves a fight? Probably. Do I think it would be a big fight? Yes, yes, yes. Do I think uh, that it's a legacy defining fight for Canelo? Fuck no.
Interesting.
Because what has Benavidez done to be for it to be a legacy defining fight for Canelo?
It's not. It's not. It's just a money fight.
Exactly.
Let's be real. I'm not. I could criticize Canelo, but I ain't gonna say some bullshit like Benavidez is this killer who's done all of this shit in the sport of boxing because he hasn't. But I
Hold on.
still want to. I
Hold on.
still
Hold
want
on.
to see
This
the.
see
I still want to see the fight though.
uh-huh. No, no. Hey, I wouldn't mind that fight because I would like to see Benavidez get fucked up. Um, but yeah, uh, this guy Sawayo Bull, I don't know what his name is. What fight is more demanded for Canelo than Benavidez for the last 3 years? For the last 3 years, been a lot of fights actually that has been more desired than Benavidez. Benavidez fight has only been desired for the past year, like really desired or demanded. Like I don't know who told you the last 3 years because nobody gave a fuck about Benavidez 2 years ago. Nobody gave a fuck about him. Even 3 years now, nobody gave a fuck about him.
I said like 2 years, like 20. It started really getting some traction.
For example, back then, Charlo, that fight was very before he went to his highest. It was like had his mental issues. That fight was super demanded. Even a Boo Boo fight, that fight was demanded.
Hmm.
That fight was more demanded back then than Benavidez. So
The big Charlo, not little Charlo.
yeah, big Charlo, of course.
I still want to see that fight.
Yeah,
Canelo,
but his drunk ass
Canelo versus
somewhere.
Big Charlo.
Charlo ducked David about 2 years ago when David was Boo Boo. Yes, David, congratulations. David Benavidez whooped Boo Boo Andre while he was ducking Moreau. He fought a 160 guy. The same Boo Boo that ducked Zach Parker to, if he could have instead of and fought fucking Demond Nicholson and then got dropped. Congratulations. That's a super win. I'm not saying it's a good win either for either Canelo or for Benavidez. I'm saying these fights were more demanded 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. But fact is, Boo Boo. First of all, I'm not gonna lie. That man is is a trash champion, two division champion, but he trash. He ain't fought nobody. Second of all, the dude that's Doug Tech Parker. I mean, he could have fought Canelo after the fight if he beat Zach Parker, but he still ducked him. He fucking he
Let's be honest. He was
he fought
ducked by
Demond
Billy Joe
Nicholson
Sanders.
and got dropped.
So, no, hold on. He's been ducked by Billy Joe Sanders, Canelo, and Triple G. They weren't really ready to fight him. They didn't want to fight him for a long
Who?
time.
They
Boo
didn't
boo,
want to fight who?
boo boo, boo
Demetrius.
boo.
Demetrius. Come on, man.
Canelo had a chance to become undisputed.
No, he
No,
couldn't.
that
That's
was
a
that was
lie.
his promoter's fault. That was his promoter. It wasn't
No,
because he was
it
ducking.
wasn't even Canelo's fault. He he had a mandatory. He had an IBF mandatory in Sergey Derevyanchenko. He actually tried to fight Bubu Andre for undisputed, but they couldn't make it happen because he had an IBF mandatory. He even tried to ask the IBF so they can let him fight Bubu Andre, but they didn't. So Canelo made an offer
What?
to.
Canelo kicked Boo Boo Andre out of his press conference. You're a horrible fighter.
Yes, of course, but that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. So what I'm
Like,
saying is,
get back on track, bro. Don't
right.
do
So what
that.
I'm saying is, uh,
Never
what's
try
it
to
called? Oh
fight
yeah,
that
yeah.
man.
No, he tried to, huh?
You gotta drop a link where I see that. I'm not gonna just go off of what you're saying, buddy.
I can show you right now, literally.
Please
He,
show
li-
me
he literally
where
tried to fight.
Canelo try to fight Boo Boo,
He
cause I
literally tried to fight him
this is
while
news
he
to
had
my
IBF
ears, bro.
mandatory. He tried to fight him while he had IBF mandatory. Then he asked the IBF mandatory to let him
So
fight
all
Boo
right, let's
Boo.
get this straight. You saying he tried to fight him while he had a fight pretty much lined up? That don't make sense.
No, there was no fight lined up. He has
Yeah,
the
if you got
mandatory.
an IBF mandatory,
That fight is not lined up. He was trying to fight Boo Boo, but the
if you
IBF came. Now you
bro,
have a mandatory.
you're
The
missing what I'm
Canelo.
saying.
Wait. Canelo tried to fight Boo Boo still instead, right? So, and asked the IBF if they could let him. They said no. He then
Right, because
Canelo.
that's a fight
Wait.
already lined up.
It's not a fight lined up. It's a mandatory. It's a fight that got
A
ordered.
mandatory is a
It's
fight you
not
can't
lined
fight.
up.
Bro, a mandatory is a fight you can't fight nobody else. So that fight is already lined up. That's what it means.
No, no, because he tried to go to the IBF and get the Boo Boo Andre
But why
fight,
didn't he
but
do
he
that
got it too.
before? Why didn't he do that before he had the mandatory?
What are you talking about? He already got the mandatory when he tried to fight Boo Boo Andre. I can
So
show you. I'm
so
gonna show
you
you. Hold on. I got your number, right? So I'm gonna send you on WhatsApp in a minute. Hold on.
yeah, send it on WhatsApp because this is news to my ear. I never heard Canelo ever pursue to fight Demetrius Andre. This is some new shit, new information I'm not accustomed to. So this is my first time ever hearing this. Canelo refused to fight Andre
No, he never refused
for
to fight him.
years. For
That's
years,
completely
for
wrong.
years we begged Canelo to fight Andre.
He never refused. That was never an offer.
He said that man was boring. He can't fight. All kinds of shit. Canelo even kicked the man out of the press conference. So you telling me that Canelo tried to fight him doesn't resonate with me, buddy.
It is literally the fact.
I need to see it to believe it.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. I will give you.
But let's talk about this weekend, man. You guys were saying Tank was gonna knock Frank out. I said, yeah, he will, but if he doesn't, Frank can pull it off. But y'all also said he was gonna knock Frank out early, man. Y'all ain't try to give Frank
See,
credit.
hold on. Listen, I have it right here. I have it right here. Golden Boy.
Just send it
Golden
to me,
Boy.
bro. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it out for the chat though.
Well, go ahead.
Uh, I'm gonna send it to you first so you can have it while I'm reading it out. So, Golden Boy and Alvarez had made a last ditch effort to keep the IBF title by asking for an exception to the mandatory defense against Derevyanchenko, saying Alvarez would fight a unification bout, undisputed fight, obviously, WBO with WBO counterpart Demetrius Andre. The IBF rules allow
What
a
year was
unification
this?
fight. Uh, let me tell you, wait, it's loaded. 2019.
Okay, 2019. Okay, go ahead.
Right, would fight a unification bout with WBO counterpart Demetrius Andre. The IBF rules allow a unification fight to trump a mandatory defense, but only if the request is made within a specific time frame, which Golden Boy did not adhere to, according
Right.
to People's Letter. So he actually did try to fight him.
Did he? Did was that article put? Or you're missing what I'm saying, right? I
Mhm.
think you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying was that article put out when he found out he had that mandatory, so he could have an excuse to the public, say, hey, look, you see, I try to fight because guys do this. Say, hey, look, I tried to fight for undisputed, but I couldn't because I had a
No, he
mandatory.
literally, when he found out about the IBF, the first thing what he did, right, is uh is offer Derevyanchenko a deal. He said his promoter Luther Bella, right? He said no, we want more money, right? Then it went to then
Who
they actually wanted to they,
Derevyanchenko promoter?
yes, Luther Bella, and then they had a they were supposed to have a purse bid, but that went to shit. And then as a last, exactly like it says in the article, as a last ditch, right? As a last ditch effort to keep the IBF title,
Right.
by they was trying to ask for an exception to the mandatory defense against Davyachenko. Say Alvarez would fight a unification bout with WBO counterpart Demetrius Andre. So he did actually try to fight Demetrius Andre.
So why didn't this make major news in 19?
It's on ESPN. What are you talking about?
No, I mean like why wasn't it really talked about like that?
No, because y'all Canelo haters talk about what you want to talk about.
Nah, nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah,
because
nah.
the same way y'all want to talk about, oh, he was stuck at Jamal Charlo, yet he actually gave an offer to Jamal Charlo and he turned it down. Jamal Charlo actually turned down an offer. A lot of people, for some reason, a lot of Canelo haters or people that go against Canelo, they conveniently never saw those things. Super convenient.
That's interesting. I'm gonna check out that article and see how and see how true it is. But
I could
it
give you the
sound
whole
good.
link if you want to.
It
So
sound
here as
good
well.
though. But
If you want to,
it,
hold on, listen,
it
listen, hold on. As
listen,
to
listen,
Golden
listen.
Boy's request of August 1st, 2019, for approval to allow Alvarez to unify the title with WBO middleweight champion Demetrius Andre, or or about October 2019 IBF Rule 10 F5 does not allow a boxer to request an exemption since the IBF has sent out the notice of the date of the purse bid, People's Road. In this case, the notice was sent out and the purse bid has been postponed. In addition, the boxers who were involved in the purse bid are not permitted to take any intervening bouts, and if the champion does take an intervening bout, he will forfeit the title. Rule. For the foreigning reasons, the IBF hereby declared the middleweight title vacant. He got stripped, even though he tried to fight Devianchenko his mandatory first. He gave him an offer. He gave him a deal. Right, Devianchenko and his manager Luther Bella, they said no, they want more money. Then he was supposed to go to Perspy. That also went to shit, which is why they had to postpone it. And then as a last ditch, he actually tried to keep the title and fight Demetrius for undisputed as well. But they
Nah,
still
nah.
took it because
Canelo don't have that in him to do something like that.
he lit. I just showed you. What are you talking about?
That's not Canelo, bro. That don't sound like him.
That's literally him.
Nah, nah, nah. They they probably finessing that article. The
There's
can
nothing.
the
There's
Canelo that
nothing to
I know,
finesse. What are you talking about?
the Canelo that I know wouldn't want to take a risk like that.
Meg, come on, bro. Boo Boo's trash. This is not a risk.
He said Boo Boo's trash.
That dude is trash, bro. And he
Boo
literally tried it. It's
Boo
on black,
wasn't trash
bro.
when he was dominating. He only trash when he
Oh,
loses
dominated,
to
but he's
Benavidez.
scared.
Yo,
But he was
easy route.
scared to
What you have
fight
to
Johnny Bag.
understand.
He actually also declined to fight Derevyanchenko. Then he also declined
Hold
Zach
on, let me hear
Parker.
what Nerd had to
So
say.
what are we talking about, bro? Like, come on.
Yo, you have to get out your emotions and your feelings about Canelo just because he won't fight Bud right now. It's not
He
confirmed
will
if he
fight
won't
Bud.
fight
He
him or
will
not.
fight Bud. He's
But
gonna
that's
fight.
that's the thing. Yeah, until Easy Route sees it, he's gonna be so against Canelo or anybody else that's a big threat to Crawford. So
What?
he's
What
off
are you talking
emotions.
about, bro? These are just my opinion.
No, your opinion is all emotions. You're giving your facts and you don't want to
No, no,
listen.
your opinions are emotions.
All right, see,
So,
you want to go back and forth like a schoolgirl. All right.
don't say no bullshit on here, buddy. Listen, listen. Let's talk about the fights this weekend. I'm gonna check out the article I mean sent because that is some new news to my ear. Cause I
That's
was under the
that's
impression that
2019, bro.
huh? Yeah, that is 2019.
And also since you love Andre so much, since he's such a bad man, he pulled out of a deal to fight Derevyanchenko. He
He pulled
pulled
out a
out.
what? A what fight?
He pulled out of a deal to fight Derevyanchenko. He pulled out that deal in 2016. Nobody's talking about that.
He was supposed to fight Derevchenko in 16.
Yeah, and he didn't want that.
That was a long time ago, bro.
You just
Years ago.
said. You just said. You just said. No, that's no. My bad. It was 2017 actually. My bad. My bad. 2017.
That's still a while back.
It don't matter. He pulled out.
He pulled out for Jamel too. I heard.
Exactly. And that shit I just told you about Demetrius Andre is literally documented over here.
What shit? With who?
I just told you about the thing where Canelo tried to fight Andre actually, and he got stripped. And that's when he actually, and then when he got stripped, then he still got stripped, right? Then he moved up to weight classes and fought Kovalev.
Interesting. I got to go back in time and do some research on that because it sounds too good to be true.
I
The
just gave you
Andre
the
that I
research.
know would have won his shot at Canelo, but Canelo refused to give that man the opportunity.
Also, since you want to say that, right?
Right.
Demetrius Andre ducked Zach Parker
Who the freak is
instead.
Zach Park? I know who he is, but I'm just
You know who
saying that.
Zach Parker? That
I
fight was
know,
supposed
bro.
to
I
be for
know who he
WB.
is. I'm just saying
Yeah,
who the freaky, like,
and let me explain to you why. Because if Bubu Andre would have beaten Zach Parker for the WBA interim title, he would have fought Canelo instead of John Ryder. No, but because he ducked him, John Ryder fought Zach Parker for the WBO interim title, and that got the Canelo fight. They should have taken that fight then. Since we want to talk about
that that
Bubu
that would have
Andre,
It
been yeah.
doesn't
That would have
matter.
been that would have been
Andre would have been stopped either way.
no, he wasn't. That would have been that.
yes,
So you saying Zach Parker would have stopped him? Shut up, bro. You saying anything?
No,
no,
I'm saying
no,
Canelo would have stopped him.
I'm saying, in my opinion, Bubu would have beaten Zach Parker, and then he would have gotten a guaranteed fight
Well,
against Canelo. But
that's what
why
I
didn't
just.
he do that?
That's what I was about to say. I said that would have been the easiest way to Canelo, because
Yes, and he didn't do that. He's a
John
duck.
Ryder was the mandatory and he fought, and that probably would have
No,
been an even bigger fight because Canelo fought
no,
Where's Zach Parker now? Where is that guy?
because
no.
Canelo
Easy
fought.
route, easy route. It was like this. John Ryder fought Zach Parker because Bubu ducked Zach Parker. And then because John Ryder beat Zach Parker, he got the fight with Canelo. Bubu could have fought Zach Parker instead. He was actually the one in line to get that fight before John Ryder. It was for the interim title. And then
Yeah,
Bubu, if he would
I
have
know
beaten
that,
Zach
bro,
Parker,
bro.
he would have gotten Canelo. But he
You're
didn't. He's a
you,
duck. He's a bum. He's trash.
no,
Garbage.
stop.
He's
You're
dookie.
repeating.
He's
You're
doo-doo.
repeating something I already know. I'm saying
Yes, you. So you already know Andre's trash.
no. Relax.
That's
I'm
what you just
saying
said.
no. I'm saying I do criticize him for not taking that Zach Parker route because if he would have beat him, the fight with him and Canelo would have been bigger because he would have fought Canelo in Mexico, just like John Ryder did. That would have been a huge fight.
You would have got stopped in 4 rounds.
Shut your casual ass up.
And he not lying either.
He's not getting stopped in 4 rounds.
The dude
Yes, he
got
is.
dropped by Demond Nicholson, bro.
Canelo ain't stopped shit in 3 years. He ain't
It
stopping.
doesn't matter. You would have stopped
He,
Andre.
he definitely would have stopped Andre.
Nah.
Andre is spinning like a
I don't
mofo.
know
I
about
promise you
that.
that.
Well, not in 4 rounds. If he did get
Yo,
him,
Israel, you need to understand.
if he did get him, it wasn't going to be in 4 rounds. Man,
Yo,
you
You're right.
Israel,
guys,
you need.
You're
you
right.
guys said,
Round six.
listen, you guys said Tank was going to knock out Frank in 4-6 rounds.
No, that's not what I said. I said round 6 or
Bro, we
7.
can
So
replay
I
the
said
live.
we
7.
can, we can.
I
And
said 7 to
I
9.
was arguing with y'all. I was like, no, there's no way.
I said
He's
easy
not
round. I
getting knocked
literally
out that early.
easy round. I said round 6 or 7. I'm off one round. Boo
No,
ha.
I did hear 6. You're right. You did
I
say
said
6.
6 or 7. That was
6 or
always my
7.
case.
I thought you said
Didn't I
5 or
say?
6.
I said
No,
later.
No, you didn't.
no,
You
you
said
said
early.
7. No, you said 7, boxing. You said 7.
Okay, I was off for about round 2. See, we know more about boxing than you, Easy Route. You're just a troll. Give
No,
us the YouTube channel.
but
We'll
I
be
was
better
the
than your
one.
YouTube channel.
Give us the YouTube channel.
You casual
Yo,
fan. You
honestly,
casual fan, girl. I was the one who told you he was gonna go longer than that.
yo, Easy Route. I have a question though. Real talks. Would you be able to? You'll still get all the money, but can you give the show to me and Amin for like certain days when you can't come alive? Just give us some credentials. and just
Relax,
let me
bro.
and Amin
Relax.
run the
Just hit,
show.
relax, bro.
You
Don't
don't know shit
overstep
No,
your
about
boy.
seriously.
boxing, boxing nerd, and you a Boost
So
fan,
no,
so
no.
you'll never
Can
get
we
that
have?
privilege.
Oh, come on, bro. Can you think about it, bro?
You're a Boost fan. You'll never get that privilege, buddy.
All right, give it to Amin. He's a Butt fan.
Nah. Amin's a hater. He's a Canelo lover boy.
No, you a
Oh my
Canelo
god.
hater. I don't like Canelo at all, actually. I don't like Canelo, but I just know the facts. Just like
At
I
all? What
schooled
do you
you
mean
right
at
now.
all? What do you mean at all? What the hell? Why don't you like him?
I don't know. I just don't like him. There's something about him. That's just me. But I just schooled you though, easy route with facts, and I'm not even a Canelo fan. Ask
Nah,
everybody
nah, nah,
around
nah.
me. I just schooled you.
All you said was stuff that I already know. The only thing you
No,
really
you didn't
gave
know
me,
that. You didn't know that he actually tried to fight Andre. You didn't know that,
that's the part I was about to say.
and I gave you the proof.
That's the only part I didn't know about. The
Exactly.
2019 one. But that
I
was
gave you.
2019. That was
Yeah,
years
I gave
ago.
you a lesson. I gave you a lesson.
No, you ain't give me a lesson. You gave me an article that could
I
have
gave
been
you a school
fabricated.
lesson,
You
buddy.
gave me an article that could have been fabricated. And
It's
Canelo
by
team could have
ESPN. Do you want the link? Should I send you the link?
I thought you been sent it.
I showed you the screenshot. I could give you the link as well.
Yeah,
Boom.
send it to me.
Cool. You got it. It's from ESPN, bro.
But you guys are hating on Benavidez though. Benavidez did great.
No, Benavidez is trash. He's ducking.
No.
He's
He's not trash.
bro. He's ducking, bro. He's ducking Royal. Now he's ducking the champions at 175, going back down. When you already beat, we
Hold on.
already
He said he's
became
going
number one
back down.
record.
Wait. Hold on. He said he's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back
He said
down.
he's going back down. Yeah.
No, he didn't. Come on, man. Stop.
Yes, he said. He just literally said that yesterday. Or well, not yesterday, but after his fight.
That's a bad look if he does go back down.
Yeah, it is because he's trash.
Cause Morel's at 175. If you up there, you gotta fight Morel. I want
You
to
guys are
allow him
bums,
to.
okay?
What happened, bro?
You're a bum and Amin is a bum.
What the frick are you talking about? What that got to do with boxing?
Everything. Shut
It's
up.
okay. Boxing doesn't know shit about boxing. It's okay.
I know more than the both of you.
Chastity Thomas, salute. Yo, but the shocker was that Gary Russell fight, man. That shit pissed me off so much.
Man,
Yeah,
Puello,
you said Gary. You
yeah,
said
you
Boots.
tripping. Puello actually boxed his head off, bro. I don't know
You
what you
really
talking
did.
about. And I picked Gary Russell to win that shit, but he didn't. Bro, Puello actually boxed his head off. He was making it look easy. There was literally a round as well where he made Gary Russell miss all of his punches, power
He's a
punches.
good counter puncher. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and he out.
Yeah,
Hey,
that
and
just
also,
proves you don't know
easy
shit
route.
about boxing. I
I
mean,
told you it's facts. Go on copybooks. You can
Nerds,
see.
shut up.
You can see copybooks. Puello outlanded Gary Russell for 8 rounds in power punches.
Man,
Outlanded in power punches for 8 rounds. He had completely control of the whole ring. Made him lure in just to make him turn and counter. He was
see,
amazing. Puello is
Israel,
fucking amazing.
Israel, you need to learn about boxing, man. You need to learn.
bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
You said Gary Antoine Russell is a boogeyman and Boots was ducking him. He didn't want to get that smoke again. You're saying a whole bunch of foolishness. Yeah, apparently, Boots is ducking Connor Ben. He's ducking Gary Antoine Russell. He's ducking Bud. He's ducking. He's ducking
How is he ducking him
Mario.
if they're not in the same weight class?
Hold on. That's what you said. It doesn't matter.
Bro, you
Ducking,
missed.
hold on. I'm
the-
not done.
I
I'm
mean,
not done. I'm not done. He's
this
ducking
guy
Mario Barrios.
misinterpret what I'm
He's
saying. What
ducking
I
Brian
said.
Norman Jr. He's ducking
All right, listen
everybody.
to me. Listen to me for a
He's
second, boxing
ducking
nerd.
you too, isn't he? He's ducking you as well, right?
Boxing nerd, listen to what I said, bro. You're misinterpreting what I said, bro.
No, this is what you said.
I said the names that you're naming. I said those guys can give Boots a run for his money. I never said he's ducking them.
So
I
he's not
said
ducking
the
Bud.
only guy I
Nah,
said the only
he
guy.
might. The thing is,
Wait,
hey,
listen.
hold on. Easy out. You might actually have a point because last time when Brian Norman had a good performance against Giovanni and knocked his ass out, right? I said me and a friend said, hey, Brian Norman actually might be able to give Boots a run for his money, right?
Right.
Boxer was so mad he was acting bougie as fuck later and said,
Oh, shut up.
why are you saying that Brian Norman beats Boots? We never said
We
that.
never said that. We just said they're
Oh,
gonna give him
Easy Route, you
competition.
definitely did.
Bro,
Why are
I
you
said they're
lying
gonna
now?
give him competition,
See, you're
bro.
not even sure anymore. He said
Boxing
he
nerd.
definitely did. Not even
Boxing
sure
nerd.
anymore.
Those people that are meant,
Bougie
those
ass
people,
motherfucker.
boxing nerd. Those people that I'm mentioning, those are people I will give Boots credit for. Everybody else he's fighting, I won't give him no credit for.
But you know why he's fighting who he's fighting, bro? Nobody's taking the fights because they're not getting paid enough. Now that he's with Eddie Hearn, he's going to get...
Nerd. So if Boots would have beat Gary Antoine Russell, you think anybody wasn't going to give him credit for that?
If Gary Antoine had a few fights at 147, yeah, definitely.
I'm just saying the name. People would have gave him credit for that. They'd be like, okay, Boots finally fought somebody with a pulse. You understand what I'm saying? But
Roman Villa had a pulse.
man, shut up. He don't have a name, bro.
Oh my God, he beat Rashidi, so he had a name off of that win.
All right, if you claim he has a pulse or whatever, he needs a name too.
Man, he gained a name off the beating Rashidi.
Roman Villa was supposed to be on that Tank Davis
green salute.
Salute, Easy Root.
Boots broke him up.
East Money, salute.
Salute, Brody. I'm back, man. My phone charged.
Roman Villa. Here's the thing.
Roman Villa, he don't have a name, bro. Nobody knows that guy.
He gained a name, a little bit of a name off the Rashidi win. People said he lost, whatever, cool. He knocked him down twice in the 12th round. Like, what are you gonna do about that?
All right, but let me say this though. Boots beating him or Boots beating Rashidi, which one people will give Boots credit for?
They'll give him credit for both. They should.
No. Don't do that. Be 100% honest.
Rashidi, more so.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. Whether he beat.
But here's the thing: we're talking about American boxing. It's a Black American slick boxer. Obviously, they're gonna give him credit for them. Then a juggernaut.
It's the name,
forward,
bro. It's the name. It's the name.
Rashidi barely has a name. He doesn't have.
Yes, he do.
Name. No, he does not.
Bro, at welterweight, more people know Rashidi than people know Villa.
Yeah, nobody knew who Roman Villa was unless you watched like box. You feel what I'm saying?
Dude just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, right. Plus he already had a loss. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not like he was an undefeated fighter.
No, it was undefeated doesn't matter anymore. The Floyd Mayweather era is, who cares about that? Stop.
No, it does. It matters a lot. It does matter a lot.
No, not anymore. We're getting rid of that stupid mindset. You're allowed to lose and come back and be great.
Nah, I mean I agree with that because Gary Antoine Russell, he lost this weekend and that's one of my fighters. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to rematch Puello, knock him out, and then knock him out again just to make it.
Is there a rematch clause in there?
No, there's no rematch clause, but I think he'll be able to get the fight because it was extremely close.
It wasn't. I want that judge that said 118, 109 hanged. I want him.
Bro, he was the aggressor. He was the aggressor.
Man, Puello was holding most of the fight, bro. Like,
right, bro, you tripping.
Like I don't,
bro.
118,
109 for Gary Antoine Russell.
Man, when them commentators
can you show me anytime
Puello
came forward in that fight, bro? Can you literally show me anytime he came forward in that fight?
He never did.
Hold on, so wait. So you need to fight on your front foot to win a fight? Since when was that?
Counterpunching just don't win you fights.
Hell, the fuck he does.
Yes, it does.
When he outlasts him, and he did for 8 rounds.
Bro, Gary was throwing more combinations.
And missed all of them. He missed all of them.
He wasn't missing because Puello kept grabbing him. That's why.
That's your
grabbing him. He didn't even grab it. He was not even.
Those are you guys'
That's the reason why the ref
opinions.
took a point from him.
It was literally,
bro.
He was literally luring Gary Russell in, made him turn and out counter him every fucking time.
Man, he wasn't luring him in. Like the dude was holding, bro.
Yes, he did.
He was holding most of the fight.
Hold on,
Gary got tired and started getting counted.
Because I don't know, because y'all watched a different fight.
No, y'all are going off the commentators, bro. It seemed like when the commentators
started saying Gary was losing,
then y'all started saying it. That's what it seems like from how y'all.
I was not even listening to the commentators.
Bro, Gary stayed aggressive. He landed the more combinations. Did he get hit with some clean shots? Did he get hit with some clean shots? Of course he did. But man, this man just sitting up here waiting for this man to come in.
Yeah, bro.
Counter punches.
If Puello,
Exactly, counter punches mean more because what happens? Because it's called effective aggressiveness. When you are aggressive but you're not effective,
you can't be
miss
effective.
more punches.
You can't have effective aggression if someone keeps grabbing you, and it's clearly
But he's not grabbing him
that
though
it
all the
was
time.
because
That's
the
not
ref
Yes, he
true.
took a
was.
point from him.
No, he
The
didn't.
ref told him to
Yes, he
stop
did.
grabbing.
No, he
Yes, he
didn't. I
did.
don't
The
know
ref
what
took a
y'all
point from
watching.
Puello because he kept
Yes, he
grabbing.
did.
No, he
Yes, he
didn't.
did.
And
He took
also,
a point. He took a
The,
no,
point, bro.
no, he
See,
didn't.
the
that
only
make me feel
problem.
like you didn't watch the fight because he
No,
The
let
only
you
me know
didn't
problem
he
watch
that
the
I
fought.
fight
had with
because he
Gary
was
Russell
actually
in that
Russell
fight
running
is
into
because
him
you
all
don't
the
let a
time.
guy keep grabbing you. When
It
you a
was
He
fighter,
Russell
took,
running
you don't
into
let a
him.
guy keep grabbing you.
and his
That's my
jack.
only
It
And you
thing.
was
want to know something else,
That's
Russell
Greg?
my
is
only
running
thing with Gary
into
because
And
he
you
him.
want to know
supposed to
something?
push Playo off of him.
And,
Playo kept grabbing the
Russell
whole
is
Greg,
time.
literally running into him. What is he?
his
What are you
jab,
talking about?
he didn't have an effective jab neither. That's the only thing I hold against Gary Russell. I felt like he should have had an effective jab,
He wasn't
level
landing none of
change
them.
to affect that counter punch that he was doing. He was just waiting on him, and then he would throw
But
good
he
shots at him
wasn't
and land.
landing none of his punches, none of his jabs. He was not landing none of them.
No, neither one of them was landing
He
jabs
was
like that,
he
bro.
was doing effective body
Yes,
work
yes, he
until Playo
did.
kept
Player landed
grabbing.
more punches.
He,
He also outlanded Gary Russell in power punches for eight rounds. Eight
Yeah, man.
rounds. He outlanded in power punches.
You listening to the commentators and then you watching the
What are you
counter
talking about
punches.
commentators? You can
I'm
look it
looking at the
up.
fight. I'm looking at the
I
fight,
watched the
bro.
fight.
He
He
didn't
outcountered him.
outland Gary
He
Russell,
made him
bro.
miss.
He
You
did not
realize?
land
You realize?
he did not land the Russell, bro. He did not land
Yes,
him.
he did.
you
You
can't show
can
me
go on
one moment in
copybooks
that
right
fight
now. That's the facts.
when Playo was coming forward.
You can
When
literally
Playo was
go on
coming forward at
copybooks
all.
right now. You can go on copybooks right now.
It
This
might say
shows
that
you.
on okay, bro. All right, that'll be like me. That'll be like you telling me that Fury outlanded Usyk,
But
even though he threw better shots. He landed more harder shots, but he didn't beat
no, he
Usyk,
didn't
bro.
though.
Bro,
He
them
didn't land the clean
uppercuts.
shots. He didn't land for 3 rounds. For 3 or 4 rounds, he landed good shots. Congratulations. It's a 12
Usyk
round fight.
stayed on the front foot, and Usyk hit him with nice combinations, bro. I gotta give you.
Yes,
I
because
gotta
he
give it
actually
to you.
outlanded him. That's the difference. When you're on the front foot, but you miss most of your punches, that is not effective aggressiveness. You actually
He was
ineffective.
being
But when the dude,
hell,
is on the back foot, is able to use his footwork, his lateral
bro.
movement to
It was
get
a
you
great
in,
fight.
was able to
Listen,
make
bro,
you miss and
bro,
then counter you.
bro.
That is
It was a
called ring
great,
generalship,
my
good
man.
defense, and effective aggressiveness. Yeah,
It was a
bro.
great
Do
fight.
y'all even know how to score a boxing fight?
care who won the fight, bro. It was a great fight. I'm just telling you that y'all act like he dominated Russell. That's not true,
He
bro.
boxed his
Russell
head
made the
off.
fight.
He boxed
Russell
his head
made the
off.
fight,
That's
bro.
cap. He didn't box his head off.
Did you
Like
see his face? He looked like a
dude, you
balloon.
don't
What are you
box
talking
somebody's
about?
head off and get a point
Bro,
taken
they
away
was
Yeah, he
from
looked.
holding.
elbowing.
You
Bro,
don't
they
box
was
Look at
somebody's
his
head off and get a
face.
point taken away from holding. He was
His
holding like
face. Look at his
he was
face,
holding
bro.
like Caleb Plant was in the
Oh my
Benavidez
god,
fight.
Look
Stop
at
it,
his
bro.
face. His face
Stop
looked
it,
like a
bro.
balloon. He boxed his head off.
And then,
bro. You
bro, so
you said you didn't even see him get a
some
point
people
taken away.
bruise easier than
No,
others.
I saw that. I saw that.
Well, you was just arguing about you didn't even see it, my brother. Like that didn't make
I
sense to
never
you.
said that I never seen it. What are you talking about?
You said
I'm
it didn't happen. You kept
no,
saying it didn't happen.
no.
It
I
didn't
said
happen.
he wasn't even holding that much.
Another thing with
All right.
Gary too,
He
man,
was
that
not even the one
he
initiating the
was he
clinches.
was letting
It was Russell running
He was
into him.
smother. He was letting Playo grab him. So like to the refs, they can't see like the work that he doing in there on the inside, man. So it's just a few things that he got to
He
work on.
missed
He's gonna
most of
knock
his
Yep.
Playo.
punches.
He's
There
gonna
was
knock
literally
Playo out
a
the next
whole
time they
round.
fight. The
There
next
was
time
a
they fight,
whole
he's knocking
round. Gary
Playo out.
Russell didn't land any punches.
Man, stop it, bro. Like, did you even
That is
What?
watch
the
the
round
fight?
where he
Like,
landed no punches.
Playo stayed on the ropes the whole fight, grabbing his lead
He didn't
arm,
land
bro.
no punches in round 5. Do you know that?
Hey, wait. Okay, bro. We can change gears on this if y'all don't mind. Hey, let's talk about what y'all was talking about earlier. David Benavidez. So, are
Yeah.
y'all saying that Canelo could go up to 175 and stop his sparring partner? Is that what y'all telling me?
No, we never
He
said that.
already hold on. He already stopped the 175 champion who was
David
overstood.
Benavidez
Just
looked
like
David
terrible at
Benavidez
175.
will beat the brains out of Kovalev, bro. You're tripping. You're
Yeah,
really
but he
tripping
couldn't
right
do it
now.
to
David
Gvozdyk, a
Benavidez,
guy
he didn't look like a
who was in the
monster
fight
at
for 3 years.
175, bro.
Yeah,
But he was not able to do it.
after what he fought Anthony Yard like a couple months
3 months
before.
later, 90
Yeah,
days
he
later,
wasn't even
bro.
fully.
60
He
to
wasn't
90
even.
days later.
He was off of alcohol, and he wasn't even fully recovered from the fight in general.
60
So
or 90 days later, some
yeah,
crazy
exactly.
crap like
I mean,
that.
okay, cool.
Y'all are overdoing it, bro. We all like Canelo, but come on, man. Y'all got to stop this foolishness. Just
Yeah, but
like,
like,
Bro,
yo,
hold
Benavidez
on.
don't
You
got no
realize
power, and his defense is ass.
Hold on, you realize that
either.
Gvozdyk
And
hasn't fought
Canelo could
12 round
knock out
fight in
Jamel.
5 years?
Oh my God!
Did you
Put
know that?
Jamel up against David at
Did
168.
you
Y'all are so
know?
foul.
Do you know?
Y'all are so foul on
Do
her.
you know?
Bro,
Do you know that
this is
that
crazy.
Gvozdyk? Do you know that Gvozdyk hasn't fought a 12 round fight in 5 years?
What
Until that
would
2 minute fight?
Jamel do at
I'm asking.
You're not
168
listening.
Did you know
today?
that? Yes or no? Did you know that? Yes or no?
What would man? That dude would destroy Canelo at
He's not answering
175.
any questions. Do you know that? Yes or no?
Bro, duh, bro. Who don't know that? You're not saying
Okay.
nothing that we don't know.
Did you know that he was retired for 3 years before he
Oh
came back
my
last year?
God, bro. Did you know
You know
that he
that?
put? Did you know that he put Stevenson in a coma? Did
That
you know
was
that?
over 5 years ago. You talk about something that was over 5 years ago.
You talking about something 5 years ago too, my
That was
brother?
talking about
That
5
ain't
years
even
ago.
the
Before
point.
he retired, it was
Listen,
retired.
listen.
And he got knocked
Canelo wouldn't
the
do
fuck
a
out.
better job than David at 175. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, we
Now, I don't
already
know
did.
what
He
you,
became a champion there. What are you talking about?
bro. David would have beat Kovalev the same way back then at
But he didn't. He
175.
didn't beat a champion though. He
Bro,
didn't
it's
beat
called
a champion.
opportunity. That's just like you. This is like a lot of idiots was saying Earl was better than Bud because he was getting opportunities. Bro, that don't mean it. You guys are nuts,
They
bro. You
did
have
it
to
though.
prove
They
it.
did though, and they had at that point of the time they had every right to say that Errol Spence is better at welterweight.
How?
than Crawford,
How?
because at the time he had a better
How?
resume. At the time he had 3 belts.
No,
I
bro.
was not
No.
mad at that. I'll get it. Cool.
No.
But I
That
think
man was already
I was
undisputed.
huh?
That man was already undisputed at
Yeah, but
140,
against
bro.
who, bro? The fights at 140 didn't
At
really
140,
mean
we're talking
anything.
about specifically 147. At
Hey,
that
Come on,
time,
bro.
before he fought Errol
Listen.
Spence.
Listen, bro.
You
Kell Brook had just came off an injury against Triple G. Man, you guys are sick. I'm
No,
not even finna do Earl like this.
nobody's saying
Bro, you
that was
guys
a
are
trash ass
pathetic.
fight.
Man, you
What are you
guys
talking
are
how are
so
we
about?
pathetic?
okay. So y'all
So
don't
we're
see that.
pathetic because
Y'all
we're
don't
giving you a
see.
good argument.
No, bro, you just talking. You ain't even saying nothing. The homeboy definitely ain't giving me no good argument. What I'm telling you guys
You're not
is
even saying
it's
anything.
excuses. Listen, bro, there was
You're not
nothing
You're giving
wrong
me
with
no
nobody.
substance. You're
How are you
giving me
gonna?
no
There was
substance
nothing
at all.
wrong at nobody at 140. Only thing Bud did
We
was
talking about
destroy me.
So
147.
how do you? No, hold on. Let me ask
Manny
this question to me.
Manny
Let me ask this
Pacquiao ran
question.
from him. Manny Pacquiao ran from him at
Yes,
Money,
146.
people,
easy money,
nothing.
easy money,
Nobody's
easy money. I have a
disagreeing.
question. I have a
Oh
quick
my
question.
god.
What?
Where would you rate out of 5? Where would you rate Terrence Crawford's undisputed run at 140 out of 5 stars? What would you give
What?
it?
Who was he? Was he number 6 out of 5? Was he a number 6?
Out of
What place
5
was he?
stars, what would you rate his
What place
140?
was he after he became
You
undisputed?
rated number 1 because he was the first to do it. Shut your mouth,
No,
Stars,
no,
what would you
wait.
Outshine.
zero out?
Hold on, no credit. Let's see.
Stars,
Who
what do
was
you
the
rate his
first ones to do
undisputed?
undisputed? Who was the first ones to do it? It was Bernard,
I'm asking about the
Jermaine
opponents. How would you
Taylor.
rate it? How would you rate
I'm
it?
giving
No,
you,
no.
bro, I'm giving you a ranking. I'm finna tell you. It was whatever ranking he
In the
took.
first,
Out
hold
of 5,
on.
I'm not asking. I'm asking out of 5
Hold
stars. How would you rate it?
on, y'all. Hold on. He's
5.
talking about
You
in
give
the
it
4.
a 5-star rating?
Bro, he the first to do it in
Hold
his era.
on. He's talking about in the 4-belt era. The
What?
4-belt era.
Bro, you get 5 stars for that, bro. He's a trendsetter.
No, man.
This is his era.
No, bro. For
You
the
guys
names
are
he fought,
pathetic.
for the names he fought, it was one of the weakest undisputed runs. If we're
That's
being honest,
cat.
bro.
That's
No,
cat.
let's be honest.
Y'all give Danny Garcia credit for Matisse.
Bro,
Y'all give
he
Danny
he
Garcia
beat
credit
2
for Amir
unified
Khan.
champions to become undisputed in 2 different
He
No,
beat who?
Julius
no.
Sandago
Nobody's giving Danny Garcia
was
credit.
unified.
I was literally
Julius
the one saying
Sandago
that
was
Danny
unified.
Garcia
Errol
ducked the
Spence
fuck
was
out of Poster.
unified.
He
And
was
he took
ducking
both of
Poster.
they
He was
O's.
running from
Hey,
Poster.
you hear
He
that
took both of
nerd?
they
You
O's.
hear that nerd? You hear your
You feel what I'm
Batman?
saying?
You little Robin? Did you hear what he just
The
said?
only other
Man,
undisputed
you guys are
one
pathetic.
there is
I'm hearing
Canelo.
two people. I can't hear nobody
You
right
you
now.
Hey,
you
say
you
that again about Danny Garcia. What you say, homeboy, that was riding
No,
with? Or
I
he was
was
riding
literally
with
one
you?
of the ones who was saying Danny Garcia was running from Postal.
Do you know that Boxing Nerd get Earl Spence credit for that?
But I'm talking about who he fought. I
For
don't
Danny
care about all
Garcia?
that.
no look what I'm saying is Julius
Undisputed run.
Of course. So he
Julius
does.
Sandago was unified when
Does he?
Crawford beat him.
So he doesn't deserve
He was
credit
a
for beating
unified
Danny
champion when
Garcia.
Crawford beat him.
Bro, who deserved the most credit? Bud beating Victor or Earl beating Danny? That's why I can't fool with y'all, bro. Y'all are a mess on
Earl
here.
was coming.
You just moved the goalpost like a motherfucker, bro. What the
How
fuck?
Was that? Where did that come from?
I just said who get the most credit?
Nobody's
Bud
talking
get the
about.
most credit for
Nobody's
beating
talking
Victor,
about in
or do
comparison.
Earl get the most credit?
No, we're talking about Terrence Crawford's undisputed run at 140.
In the beginning of this statement, you guys said
I'm saying,
that y'all had the right to feel that Earl was better than Bud.
you
And
asked
I
me
was
that
telling
question
y'all you
like
should
it's not
never
a
felt like
4 or
that.
5 star run though, because
That's all I was saying.
let's be honest, we don't even know half the guys NOA fought when he became undisputed.
Thank
Why are we
you.
talking about anyway?
Because you have to compare the undisputed champions. The only other guy we got at 140. Let me talk real quick. The only other guy we got at 140 is Josh Taylor. Crawford's run is way better than Josh Taylor's at 140.
As soon as Terrence Crawford left the division
At first,
became
Green,
the
they weren't
hottest
saying
division
that.
in
They
boxing.
weren't saying that at first. They're saying now.
And
You feel
also,
what I'm saying? Like
I just want to correct somebody.
Clarissa
Who
Shields
said Bud was
undisputed
the
run.
first
The
undisputed
only other
champion
one,
for
the only
Bud
other
era?
one you
I
can
said
speak
of
on
this
is
era.
Canelo's.
I said
The
of
only
this
other
era.
one, only other one
Not
that's comparable
D-Hop,
is
not
Canelo.
Josh
But
Taylor.
Canelo didn't
Bia
beat
was
any
the first one.
unified champions to
Bro, in
become
terms of
that, bro.
difficulty,
undisputed.
bro.
Canelo did not beat any unified champions to become undisputed at 160.
Cool,
Sure
that's
haven't.
great. But like in
Sure
terms of
haven't.
difficulty, bro, like Terrence Crawford's
So
140 run wasn't that.
boxing nerd. What I'm telling you is it's more difficult to beat a unified champion than to just beat one guy that got one
But
belt,
who
one guy
were
that
they
won
and
one
where are
belt.
they now? Who are they and where are they now?
You said what?
Who are they and where are they now, bro? Like, come on.
What you mean? Where are they now? Terrence Crawford took Julius Ndongo's. Julius Ndongo was unified when he beat him.
And then
He beat
Regis
him for
beat him
undisputed.
in like 3 rounds.
Hey,
Bro,
bro, Ricky
okay,
Burns.
that's after Crawford beat him though. That's after.
Hey, bro,
Crawford.
Ricky Burns won like 2 or 3 more belts after Bud
Ricky
Crawford. You a hater.
Ricky
You a
Burns
hater.
is a two division world champion. Ricky
You a hater,
Burns
That's
is a 2 division
135.
world.
I'm talking about 140. What are you talking about?
No,
You guys are not answering the question.
but you do know Ricky Burns moved up and got into that 140 mix.
40.
Was he a part of Bud Crawford's 140 run? No,
No,
talking about it.
He a hater.
No, he
Julius
wasn't.
Ndongo ruined it.
Dude,
Julius
you guys
Ndongo
don't know how
ruined
to
it.
answer a question, bro. Holy crap.
So you talking about Crawford's run at his undisputed run at 140, even 147?
Yes, I want a rating on it.
It's 4 or 5 stars, nothing less. 4 or 5.
Nothing
4 or
less.
5?
4 or
Nothing
5,
less.
nothing
Nah,
less.
bro. No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Devin undisputed run on 135 is the worst one in my opinion. One of the
And
worst.
then
Nah, Canelo's at
if
168 is the
we
worst.
gonna be honest, Crawford had the lineal belt
I
before he even
said the
fought.
worst.
Crawford had the lineal belt
Canelo's
before he
at
even
168
fought
is the
Julius
worst.
Ndongo. He had the lineal belt. He beat the man in
Y'all
his
not
split.
talking about Charlo undisputed run?
His one was trash
Undisputed one
too.
is good.
It-
It was
it's the
okay.
same.
It was
Because
okay.
Charlo lost.
Wow. He said it was good.
Charlo
No.
lost on his way to
No.
It was
undisputed.
okay.
He
It was
lost.
okay.
Charlo
Now
lost.
he gonna say okay.
Crawford
He
didn't lose
switched
the
it. Okay,
fight.
cool.
Crawford ain't had a
I
close
never
fight,
said
and
great.
God knows when. When was the last time Terrence Crawford had a close
Said
fight?
it was good.
Sean Porter.
That fight wasn't close,
Bro,
bro.
that fight was not close.
It was a stoppage. It was a
That
No,
fight
it was
stoppage.
a
wasn't close.
stoppage, but it was close.
You
He
cannot.
was in
They
You
said
cruise.
he
cannot
was
say
on the cards before the stoppage.
He was in cruise.
no. He
was on
wasn't.
the
What are you
cards.
talking about?
This is
That's a
wild.
lie.
That's
This
what they
is
said to him in the
wild.
Boxer,
corner.
you a dumbass. He was not on the
Nerd is a
fucking. He was not
bro. I
losing.
did not know this,
That's
bro.
what they said to him. He was
Dude, a
down on the cards.
hater.
Bro,
Yeah,
that
they
was
told him.
Tim Bradley
What
said.
are you
Tim
talking about?
Bradley said
Just
that to them.
because
Or
they told him that
Tim
doesn't
Bradley
mean
didn't even
that
know
it
what was
actually
going
was.
on, bro.
Go
Tim
on
Bradley
fucking
didn't know what was
box
going on.
rec.
Tim Bradley was just talking,
What the
bro.
fuck?
He didn't know what the scorecards was. He was just talking shit.
Boxer, go on
Bro,
fucking box rec. What are you talking about?
boxing nerds. You claim to be
He
a
was
Crawford
winning
fan.
the whole fight.
If you didn't know he was in cruise control, then I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Wait, hold on, green, hold on. Boxer, Bud was literally winning on the cards before he knocked it down. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
he was winning. That's why I hate when people bring that up on Sean Porter. Sean Porter was beaten. No, he wasn't. He was still
Just
losing.
because other people told him that so
Man,
he could step it up
Timothy,
doesn't mean anything.
if you look in the corner, Timothy Bradley said that to Bomac, and Bomac told it to Bud because Bud was like looking off in the crowd and shit, like daydreaming and shit. He's just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna just go in here, no mess around with Sean. This is my friend. I ain't going to let the demon out on him. Once they told him that, and they put that bug in his ear and said you losing, that's when you seen the demon arise, and he got him up out of there. He could have did that in round 5. He was counting to the body. Them body shots was killing Sean Porter, bro. So somebody was just up here telling me about how Gary Antoine Russell, how Gary Antoine Russell was getting countered. So you didn't see the counters that Crawford was hitting Sean Porter with?
Bro, of course I saw the counters. I was just saying that's what they were saying.
No, but it was nobody unofficial scorecard that was saying that.
You guys
it was a commentator. It was Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley. He do a lot of bullshit.
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I never said I thought he was down. I thought he was winning. I said they thought he was down. So I said that was probably the closest fight he had.
No. I mean, okay, I get that point, but like Timothy Bradley, he do a lot of bullshit with the fighters over there on Top Rank, man. That's why a lot of people. Like they don't like him commentating their fights, man. He be doing a lot of bullshit, man. Because honestly, he should have never even said that to Terrence Crawford or said that to Bomac, so he could tell Terrence Crawford that because he didn't. Because Tim Bradley didn't know definitively that Terrence Crawford was down on the store card. He just made that shit up just to get a reaction, and he does that a whole lot, man. That's why people don't like Timothy Bradley, man.
Well, we got a good knockout, so I'm
Hey,
happy with
I
that.
just want to say
I'm
real
saying,
quick,
but
bro.
honestly, Crawford
Hey,
he didn't want to knock Sean Porter out because Sean Porter was his friend. They was
hey,
just going in
I want
there.
to point out something real quick, right? We started talking about Benavidez at first. Y'all moved the goalpost so much that we started talking about Timothy Bradley now. What the fuck was going on, bro?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, 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 yeah. I
it's
did
easy
hear
money,
that.
man.
Hey,
Yeah,
It's
y'all
easy
moving,
money, yo.
yeah, y'all moving the goalpost like a
No,
motherfucker.
Green Green's
Benavidez
cool.
looked like
Green
shit
Green's
at
cool. Like, but East
175
Money
though.
doesn't
He
know how
looked
to
He
answer a
terrible.
looked, he
question.
looked like shit, and he was,
Benavidez, he's not a
East
monster at
Money doesn't know how to
175.
answer a question.
it
Green
was
Green's
never a monster.
breaking it down
He,
perfectly.
there's gonna be a day where he can't duck Morello anymore. Uh,
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it- it-
from what I've seen from David Morrell, he would stop David Benavidez.
oh, he would
I've
knock
been
him the
saying
fuck
that for
out.
years, bro. I've
Yeah,
been saying that
David
for
Morrell,
years, bro.
he
Man,
would stop
stop.
David
Okay, Boxer,
Benavidez.
stop it. Stop it. You didn't say that shit for years. First
I
of all,
have been saying it for years. You haven't known me for years. How you gonna tell me
man,
you've
shut
known
up.
me for 1 year?
You didn't even talk about Morello last year. What are you talking about?
You didn't know me last year.
That's cap, because I was the one
Hey,
actually
yo,
screaming.
let's
I
talk
was the
about
one
the
actually
fights this
screaming on
weekend,
Twitter.
man.
I was literally on
Y'all
Twitter
getting off
screaming
topic.
that they need to
Oh,
that
you are.
Benavidez needs
You
to
haven't
stop
been
ducking
here.
Morello.
Hey, Easy Rule,
I've been saying
what you
it,
think
bro. I'm
about
sorry.
Subriel
I'm
Matias?
sorry. I've
What
been
you think
saying this
about that
since
one?
2022.
You said
Cap,
what?
David
What do
Morrell
I
was
think
stopping
about
him.
what?
What,
cap.
Just
what,
because I
what,
didn't
what did you
talk to
think
him,
about that
I
Subriel
mean, stop it,
Matias
bro.
fight?
I
For
knew
years,
he was
bro.
gonna get exposed eventually, but I didn't think Liam Paro was gonna do it. So I was impressed a little bit by Liam Paro.
No, you just a hater. You hate Boots. That's why.
What the hell that got to do with Boots?
I'm not gonna lie. I
Everything.
still got my hey. I still got Matias beating Devin though. I still
I
Really?
pick
do
him.
too. I
Yeah,
do too.
Yeah.
I always thought Matias was a hype job. I seen that fight he had against that Russian guy. That Russian guy was touching him up, man.
Yeah, but when he
Wait,
fought
Matias,
the
wait, wait,
guy,
wait, wait. I mean, just said he beats Devin. Really?
yeah, I
Yes, he
still pick
does,
him.
bro. Oh my
Stylistic
god,
matchup is too bad for Devin in my opinion.
it's way too
They just
bad,
go.
bro.
but
What do you
the
want?
thing is,
What if
Matias, all he
Devin
does
keeps
is
that
take
stick on
punches.
him and hold him?
All Matias does is get
Oh,
punched.
stop.
Devin got. Remember
Yeah, but
what the
it's
Devin fans
Devin.
say? Devin got the best jab in boxing.
We don't listen. We don't believe that.
I
But
don't
He
believe
did.
that, but a lot of Devin fans say
Devin can outpoint Matias though, man.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
I
know
think
about
he
that.
can,
Nah,
bro.
you can't.
He
You
can
I don't know
can't.
about
outpoint Matias.
he. I don't know.
Matias is not a counter puncher, bro. If Matias can't hurt you or pin you somewhere and just punch on you,
Yeah,
then it's gonna
but
be a hard night for him,
he's
bro.
most definitely able to hurt Devin.
He
He's
he, he hurt
definitely
Liam
able to
Paro.
I
keep
mean,
him
You know,
he
in the
might be
ground.
able to hurt Devin. I don't think he can stop Devin though. If Ryan Garcia couldn't stop Devin with the
bro.
advantages he had, I don't think Subriel Matias
The
would be able to stop
constant
him.
Devin Haney is gonna crumble under the constant
And then
pressure,
another
bro.
thing we got to put in there too, the IBF. So they got that you can't go over 10% the next day on the rehydration. So I think that would play a factor too, and it probably would play a factor in Devin's favor because Subriel Matias is like 32, 33 years old.
But he's a small 140 though. That's a difference.
I'm saying, but he's the older guy, so naturally it'd probably be a little more difficult for him to make that weight. You feel what I'm saying? In contrast to fight
Bro, he
somebody
probably
like
walks
Devin.
around at like 160 on a regular. He's a small guy.
Who's a
I'm
small
saying,
guy?
Matias.
Devin's the younger fighter though. Like Devin's like 25, so
Yeah, and
it
Devin
still
should
be
be fighting at
easier for Devin
154.
to make the weight.
Devin should be fighting at 154. He's big as hell.
But I just seen they try that Eddie Hearn gonna try and make the Perron and Devin Haney fight, so
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can
Oh,
unify.
you know how scared. But this just shows how scared Devin Haney is of Matias, bro. Because a day before the fight happened, the day before Matias lost, they said they wouldn't dare make the Matias unification fight next. Now that he lost to Paro, they said, "Oh, now we can fight Paro for the unification since Matias lost."
I mean,
Bro,
but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Subriel Matias was anybody to be scared of anyway. Like, I mean,
hell yeah, bro.
It depends on the style matchup, bro. That's
yeah,
all it
yeah.
is, bro.
I agree with that box. Styles make fights, bro. Like it's certain styles
I
that's gonna be
think
difficult for
they're
certain fighters, man.
Whew. It's a hot
Like
day outside,
I'm
bro.
gonna be honest. I knew Liam Perro was gonna be Subriel Matias because Liam Perro can box and he can move, and he's not a power puncher by any stretch of the word, but he got enough pop to keep you honest though. Like you're not just gonna run in there and just run through him. Like especially if you could turn a fighter that's a pressure fighter, You feel what I'm saying? Like then that shows you got a high boxing IQ, and that's what Frank
See,
Martin
Green
lacked on
Green
on
Green Green.
Saturday.
I love talking to you because you're gonna break it down and not be like going
Yeah,
crazy and moving
yeah, because
goalposts like you
boxing
usually.
there, even if you look at the Tank and Frank Martin fight, like when Tank started pressing, Frank Martin, his boxing IQ is not high. So what did he do?
He
He
can't he
just
can't fight off
he
the back foot very well.
he retreated. He retreated into the corner. The only other place for Frank Martin was to go for him to climb on the turnbuckle and try to hop off and jump on Gervonta Tank Davis
Oh,
because
stop!
because
That's
because
crazy.
because his ring his ring
Yo,
his ring
stop.
IQ. He doesn't have a ring IQ. He's just a guy. He's a
Yeah,
strong guy. That's athletic. That's it. You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you got to have a ring IQ to beat somebody like Tank Davis or even make it definitive. He had
So
success
you got
early.
Shakur?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got Shakur. I think Shakur can beat Tank Davis.
So Shakur gets
It's
tossed,
gonna be hard though because Tank is a special fighter. He's a special fighter. It's gonna
and
be
he has a
hard.
ring on cool of his own as well. Like he's smart, very
Yeah,
smart.
like I said, a guy like Tank, a guy like Tank, you got to be a counter puncher, but Tank's a counter puncher too. So it's like a counter, counter, counter. Like who gonna win at the end? You feel what I'm
Who's
saying?
gonna get the last counter? Yeah,
Yeah, who's gonna get the last counter? But the only
because
thing is, Tank got a bomb though.
yeah,
If Tank land his, he could change shit up. So
exactly. But here's the thing.
Man, why you talking
Uh,
like that? A couple of days ago, you just said Shakur has no chance beating Tank.
huh?
I
I
Just
mean,
still don't think he. I still don't
To
think
be
he's got
honest
the
with you,
chance.
so a lot of people said that though, but a lot of people said they seen Frank Martin have success. Being able to land some jabs and stuff. They feel like Shakur could capitalize on that. So
He's
a
gonna
lot
have
of
to.
people changed their stance. Not saying they think he could beat Tank or whatever the case may be. It's kind of back and forth for real. But
Shakur's gonna have to.
I'm a Shakur fan, so I feel like he could pull it off. You feel what I'm saying?
Shakur's gonna have to have a redo of the Edwin De Los Santos fight and whatnot. He's gonna have to run like hell.
why?
He's gonna have to run like hell. He can't get exchanged
No,
with
he
Tank.
doesn't.
I'm sorry. He has to run like hell, bro.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does, bro.
Shakur gonna be 100% at this Artem fight. He fight in 2 weeks. Shakur went 100% against Dallas Santos. He gonna be 100% against Artem. So we gonna see. We gonna really see.
Does he get a stoppage?
Yes.
I think he should stop him. He stopped Yoshino. Yoshino was undefeated. I think he can stop Artem. You see, the thing with Shakur in that De Los Santos fight is Shakur finished at the body like when he throw a combination, he liked to finish at the body. He wasn't doing any of that because that left hand was messed up. So his hand healthy. We gonna see him finish at the body. I think he be able to wear Artem down, possibly get him out of there maybe like the 9th or 10th round.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Nah, Shakur doesn't need to run to beat Tank. I don't know what you talking about.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He does though.
No, I can break you down that he can win.
Like I said,
he can
Shakur
he
gonna
can
be in the middle of
100%
the
win.
ring with Tank though. Like if him and Tank fight, I would suggest Shakur game plan is to stay in the middle of the ring and turn Tank because you can't let Tank force you on the ropes. Like that's a recipe for disaster. And another thing Frank Martin don't know when you fighting a pressure fighter, he doesn't know how to bump and shoot. He was the bigger fighter. He should have bumped Tank and shot a hook at him. You feel what I'm saying?
And also, just saying real quick though, real quick, Shakur definitely has the capabilities to beat Tank without running the whole night. He can do it because first of all, yes, of course, he still has to be he still has to move around, right? But but assuming that he really has this amazing chin that we believe he has, he could definitely still go in and out. He can use he can pick off different angles like he always does. He could definitely stay in the pocket but use minimal movement like he always does to to make his opponents miss with literally an inch, right? That's what he does all the time. He can do that. He just has to be consistent with it. He just has to be. He also does. He also can't be too predictable, which he can because he always can do something different, a different combination, a different angle, a different footwork type of movement. Instead of an L step, he can pivot and make you turn. He can use his footwork, his lateral movement to lure you in just to frame off you, reposition himself and give you another inside counter. He can do that. He's able. He has. His bag is deep.
Yeah, another thing too, when you look at a fight with Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Shakur, Tank not gonna wait. He not gonna waste a lot of punches trying to load up and crack Shakur because he gonna have to be he gonna have to be built to go at least 12 rounds. You feel what I'm saying? Even though he's got the equalizer, Tank Davis, he's not a dumb fighter. Like he know I'm not gonna go in here and waste punches just going there trying to knock Shakur out. Because if I get gassed out, I could definitely lose some of them rounds. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
He just
Tank gonna go in there. He gonna go in there and box. You feel what I'm saying? And try and set traps. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to set a trap for Shakur. And I think
Shakur
Shakur he gonna do the same.
just cannot be too predictable. That's just his thing.
No repetitive combinations at all. You can't.
Yeah, because
No
I'm
repetitive
looking at the
punches.
fight with him and Frank Martin now. Like Frank Martin, he wasn't trying to sit down and finish at the body or nothing. He was just jabbing and moving out to the right, and that's how
He
he
did
got
have some
knocked
good
out.
combinations though. He had some good combinations though. I want a couple of like good moments there. But his problem is he kept doing the same thing. He kept moving to the right and then have a little jab stabs and then go back moving to the right all the fucking time. It was super predictable for Tang at one point just to cut off the ring and get him to the corner. It was super predictable and easy.
Well, that's the thing I've always been saying about Derrick James fighters, man. Like because even if you look at they mid work when they warming up and getting in rhythm and stuff, he doesn't make them roll any punches, man. Like I've never seen any mid work I've seen from Derrick James. I never seen him have his fighters throw the 1-2 and then roll across after. Like I never seen it, man. Like it's just like they just pap come forward, put the lead guard up and sit there. They don't step over or nothing, man. And it's like, dude, like you going in there against dudes that got masterful footwork. You feel what I'm saying? And you just in there, you just train them just to come forward. But Frank Martin was on the back foot, and he's not a back foot fighter though. So like he was just he was in unfamiliar territory, man. To be honest with you, he got sparked out. Like he got knocked out bad too.
Oh my god, bro. Out bad. How long do you think? I don't think he needs to take that long off. In my opinion, as much as it was a bad knockout, I feel like he can to get a fight in at the end of the year. Am I crazy for that? Or
Yeah, no, end of the year, January. I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't. The thing is though, had he survived and just lost on the scorecards, like he have a lot of big fights lined up. But since he got knocked out, he gotta go through the little suspension, and then they gotta get the right fight for him, on the
to
comeback
come
side.
back, yeah, nothing crazy. Just like get his feet under him, maybe get a stoppage or something.
Yeah,
Even Bomac was saying there was
I
two
could see
too.
him and De Los Santos fighting because
That
if
so
you
that was on
remember.
Twitter. Yeah, that fight was
No,
on Twitter.
if you remember, De Los Santos had called Frank Martin out a long before he had called Shakur out.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I low key want Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin. They have beef. They have a little history and shit. I want to see that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind him and Kid Austin right now either. Like that's a nice little round robin they got going on too. Kid
True,
Austin.
but I want him to fight Ashton Still first, right? They already had a fight actually confirmed,
Lined
but
up.
because of Mike Tyson
Oh
not
yeah,
being able
yeah,
to
yeah,
fight
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and shit. But yeah, but I need to see that fight first because I actually believe Ashton Silva can beat Kid Austin, but I would have buyed Kid Austin to win him and make some noise in the lightweight division. So can't wait.
You're gonna have to wait.
I wonder if
Well,
Pitbull
hey,
Cruz gonna
hey,
go back
you
to
know what, boxer?
135.
Your boy Boots is gonna have to wait for a blood fight if he keeps fighting at 147.
You know, get undisputed. Brothers already have his
Nobody
thing.
cares about undisputed 147 anymore. Tell him to move
It's
up.
it's a better run than 140 with Ben Crawford. That's for sure.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it is, bro. What are you talking about?
Definitely
Brian
not.
Norman Jr. It's
Victor
Amanda
Post,
Sanionis
Victor
and
Post,
Mario
who had
Barrios are
cats.
way better than
What are you talking about?
No,
what?
no, hell no, boxing nerd, hell
Hold on.
no.
You're saying
What are you talking about? You a stupid ass motherfucker sometimes.
no, you a dumbass motherfucker.
Bro, you a
Like
dumb.
Right.
Mario Barrios, like if he lose again, that fight, that he's not gonna marinate well on anybody's resume. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like
So
he
you're
got
saying Mario. So you're saying Mario Barrios, Brian Norman Jr. and Emmanuel Stanionis is worse
Yes.
than Indongo Victor
Dongo, a
Posto.
unified champion, is worse than Victor Poso, who literally
Man,
had cats moving up and running from 140 because of him, and also Thomas Delorme for his first world title.
hey,
Yes, that is better.
but
oh god,
boxing nerd. Look, this is the thing though. Like, and we just gonna be honest because we got to put this into play. I don't even think Boost even gonna get no Mario Barrios fight, bro. Like, because how he like kind of like cut stepped away from the PBC and went to Matchroom. That's why the Cody Crowley fight didn't happen, in my opinion. I think they just did that to stall time and pull Cody Crowley out. I don't think they ever had any intentions on letting Cody Crowley fight Boots.
No, the Cody Crowley fight didn't happen because of his eye.
Yeah, I know that, but this the thing though. We already knew Cody Crowley's eyes was messed up beforehand. I think they just waited to like let the fight build up and like, okay, now we gonna pull them out because you gotta look. They playing chess now, man. The PBC is playing chess because they know everybody's coming in and trying to put them out of the mix. You feel what I'm saying? And plus, they helped build Gerard Ennis up to where he's at now, and he turned around and he went and signed a deal with their arch rivals, Eddie Hearn, a guy that's trying to put them out of business. You feel what I'm saying? So they're not any fighters that's on PBC or deal with PBC, like Amanda Sanionis, Mario Barrios, they're going to make it difficult for them fights to get made for Boots. I'm going to just be all the way honest with you. Now,
you
Brian
get
Norman
PBC out of
Jr.,
boxing, man. Jeez.
the Brian Norman Jr. fight, that could probably be more realistic, but he's with Top Rank. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, do we think he's got a chance to go in there and beat Jerron Ennis? In my opinion, I don't think so. But he did look spectacular his last fight, though. I got to be honest with that. He looked like a little bit of Bud Crawford and Boots in there. He was doing stuff that I seen both of them do.
Yeah,
So
but
it's,
here's
so
the
it's
thing.
like the sparring that he had with them guys, like you actually seen it come full circle because he was doing a lot in there. He was no he
Yeah,
was.
no, but here's the thing. The sparring with them, I heard stories about Brian Norman getting stopped in
Stop with the
2 rounds.
sparring shit.
I'm saying, but
No,
but but but
that
but
counts.
spar, but this the thing though. Like when you a
Talk about
glorified
sparring
sparring partner,
that probably
you
didn't even
still
happen.
learn. You still learn things, and it
They've
becomes like
sparred
it,
before. What are
it,
you
it
talking about?
becomes like muscle memory when you actually in the ring. Because he didn't been in there with Tank too. You feel what I'm saying? So he didn't have top level
Man,
sparring, whether he got whooped on or not. You still learn something. You feel what I'm saying?
mhm.
He didn't been in there with the elite fighters in boxing. So now he get his chance and his opportunity to go in there and fight with a tough fight against a Santillian that just had an amazing performance against Alexis Rocha, and you stop him in the way that you did, and you show different variations of your game. Like this is stuff that you really go into your tool bag. It makes sense that you got these things because of the guys you've been in the ring with. Even though you probably got the worst of the sparring, you might have got touched up, but you fighting world class fighters though. These is guys that got money to fund these world class camps. That's why I tell people it's gonna be hard for anybody to beat Terrence Crawford. Do you see the way he put his camps together?
Yeah,
Like it's hard. That's like somebody trying to beat Batman. You feel what I'm saying? You can't. Niggas
Man,
can't
ain't
beat.
nobody beating Crawford.
You feel what I'm saying? Niggas can't beat Batman. He rich and he like to fight. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like I got enough money to fund any type of training that I want. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be dedicated and learn from it too. And my body gonna be in its peak form to perform this way. It's hard to beat guys like that. That's why it's gonna be hard to beat Tank Davis because he's rich and he's taking this craft serious now. Before Tank wasn't taking this craft serious. He's serious as a heart attack now. It's only going to take another special fighter to beat him. Boost now that Boost is over there with Matchroom and he got the Eddie Hearn bag behind him. That raises his level because he could fund he could fund this chaos now. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
He,
But
he
he
can
was
have them
already in the
camps
gym.
where he can go
His
out
dad
and
owns a gym too, so like he's always been in the camp in the gym like every single friggin' day. Like that guy doesn't take a break. The first time he took a break was this Sunday. He tweeted out. He finally took a break in 15 years. Like he's never taken a break from. They had to kick him out the gym. Like he has the same work ethic, if not more than Terrence Crawford. So like we'll see. Like he's the
I know,
next.
but the thing with Boost is not that he got they got other world class fighters in there working around him. Now they got guys like Andy Cruz. Like
Uh,
I see Cool Boy over there now. You know they have Jared Miller over there. You feel what I'm saying? That they got a whole bunch of other guys over there too. So it's like that only raises the morale in the gym. That's why you see all the young guys around Crawford, Keyshawn, Troy Isley, Big Baby Jared Anderson. Like they all in camp with Crawford now. You feel what I'm saying? All the Bomax fighters. That's another thing with Crawford and them. Like Bomac got fighters that fight on pro boxing, free TV. Like they stay on the grind. It's gonna be hard to beat them dudes, man.
yeah, tough fight. Tough fight.
Man,
But
Boots
like
needs to move up and get the IBF title.
this Israel Mazanov guy, like we ain't sleeping on him because I've been watching him. He's been training hard too.
What'd you say? I mean,
Boots needs to move up and get that IBF title.
man, don't just get on dispute on 147. Yo. There's some good men
No,
there.
hey, look, I'm a
Why?
be. Hey,
Why
look,
waste 2 to 3 years
hey,
just
hey,
so he can't fight
hey,
Bud
I mean,
anymore?
look. This is the thing. This is what Eddie Hearn is doing. Eddie Hearn is throwing Israel Mazanov out there to see if Terrence Crawford lost a step. That's the whole point of this fight. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't argue this point, right? And I said if because when Boost got on Matchroom, his first interview, the end of his interview, what did he say? He said Terrence Crawford, fight me or fight nobody. Well, less than 24 hours later, Crawford already had a fight done with his promoters, with Boost promoters, 154-pound champion Israel Mazanov. If Eddie Hearn didn't want Crawford to fight Israel Mazanov, he would have never inked the deal. He could have had him fight Josh Kelly at 154. Josh Kelly is his fighter too. To be honest with you, Eddie Hearn got two of the belts at 154 because the guy that got the IBF title at 154, that's his fighter too.
No, he's not. That dude just fought on a random ass German promotion. He's on no. He's not with P. He's not with PBC, Golden Boy, Top Rank, or Matchroom. He's with none of them. That dude has just fought on a German promotion. He's quite literally a nobody.
Who the IBF champion at 154?
Yeah, he's quite literally a nobody. He's not even with Matchroom.
I could have swore he was with Matra.
No, no, he fought on a German. He fought in Germany on a German promotion.
But yeah, though, man, they throwing Madrimov out there to see if Crawford then lost a step.
And Madramov's no pushover. He's good.
No, no, he definitely a dangerous fighter.
He's gonna lunge into a shot though.
I really just want to see if Crawford, if his power carried up to one, if his power carried up to 154, then it's gonna be real dark for everybody, man. It's gonna be real dark.
It could be a possibility too. Shit.
Chastity, actually, Turkey was trying to get the Fandora fight first. Yeah, with for Crawford, but Fandora declined that shit. So he made Madrimov happen. It was supposed to be Fandora. It makes sense because the whole card has a lot of Mexicans and Latinos on it. So makes sense that they actually tried to get Fandora first, but he dug Crawford's ass like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it
You
makes
don't know
sense
what
to
you're talking
have
about.
have a lot of Mexican and Latinos on there because they're in California. They're gonna be damn near right in the middle of Los Angeles.
You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, shut up. So Green. What do you think of Benavidez's performance at 175? It's not. It wasn't his debut. He fought there before. I don't know why everybody's saying debut.
Yeah, he had absolutely no power at all. He didn't have any power.
You didn't notice how he wasn't turning over his hooks? Like he didn't turn his punches at all. He was just like
Well, he
slapping.
made he tried to make an excuse to say he had a torn ligament in his hand and stuff, but I don't believe him. I'm gonna be honest. I think he was lying just because he got up there with a guy that was his size, and he could not bully him. Like I
You
got
think
big
those are
arms.
like old photos and stuff?
Oh, photos of what?
Like he posted photos of him getting a tear over his eye in May.
All fighters had that in sparring. Like you feel what I'm saying. I just think, look, I seen him working with Roy Jones and stuff. So I'm like, okay, like you just bringing different people in the camp. I don't know if you like just doing it just for like social media or whatever the case may be, but you don't fight like Roy Jones.
Anything like Roy Jones.
You don't
He
fight
barely has
anything.
he barely has any footwork at all.
Yeah, like you don't even change. You don't even change levels. You feel what I'm saying? Like the first time I
Nope.
ever seen Benavidez change levels when he had to fight Caleb Plant because Caleb Plant made him change levels. Like
And he
and
looked
he
so horrible going jab into the body. He looked trash.
yeah,
Technique was
like I
all
said,
off. His foot cross stepping. Like he was doing everything wrong.
it's hard to beat Ukrainian fighters, man, because they got great foot movement. So you may hit them with a hard shot or throw a hard shot, but they're not gonna take 100% of the damage from that shot because they're gonna move it. They're gonna take the sting off of it a little bit. But I'm gonna be honest, that dude that he fought, if he was a little bit younger, he probably would have beat Benavidez. Benavidez, he looked gassed at 175 also. Like he's I just didn't see anything that even remotely resembled a monster in that fight at all. He just looked like a
He's
regular
a
guy at
monster for big.
175.
He's a monster when he outweighs you by 50 pounds, and he's like 2 inches taller than you, 3 inches on you in terms of reach and all that stuff. He has to he has to beat you in every category for him to be considered a monster.
Yeah, David Benavidez, he in a tight
When he's
spot
fighting
right
somebody
now.
his size,
If he go back to 168, you got David Morrell. You got David Morrell that still got the WBA belt at 168. You got the other Cuban guy, Iglesias. He just got a crazy knockout last week. Like he hit dude in the first round. Like dude was on the ground shaking. He hit him so hard.
yep, I seen that. That was crazy. Um, yeah, David Morrell's gonna stop him. David Morrell could give Canelo a good fight. Might stop Canelo too. David Morrell punches too hard, bro. He has every skill you'd want. Like he's a right-handed southpaw as well. These new southpaws these days, southpaws are running boxing number one. Crawford is a right-handed southpaw. John Ennis is a right-handed southpaw. Shakur Stevens I think is a right-handed southpaw as well. David Morrell's a right-handed southpaw. All these right-handed southpaws are probably the worst matchups you could possibly have in your career because their jabs feel like right hands, and it's just man. And I'm a right-handed southpaw. Woo!
Did not. That's a fact, but especially like over here in USA boxing, like they teaching most of the fighters to be southpaws in the Olympic training centers because they going because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna be facing the Cuban when they make it to the like World Games and stuff, so they're gonna have to be able to switch up because that's the stuff they're gonna see.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Jed Law, if you go to the comments, Jed Law wants to bet me $1,000 that Israel Majumov beats Crawford. Oh, come on. This guy said BTC and Bitcoin crash. Man, PayPal. I'll
No,
take that 1,000. That's such easy money, bro. This guy said Majumov's gonna beat Crawford. You lost your mind.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I looked on his Instagram a while back. Marginal got like 1 million followers. Like he got a big following.
That's crazy.
But
Boost is almost there.
he got a big amateur background though, so a lot of people probably been seeing him.
Uh-huh.
So even though he only got 10 fights, he got a lot of experience. But he even said out his own mouth, Terrence Crawford is his favorite fighter.
That's awesome. When your idols become your rivals, bro.
What time is it in Canada, boxing nerd?
It's 11:32.
Okay, y'all on the same time we on.
Where you from? Where you in right now?
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, okay, yeah. Eastern Standard Time.
But he not taking margin off lightly. They started pre-camp now camp about to not a real camp about to start. They already in the mountains. All we got to make sure is that power carry up to 154. If that power carry up to 154, it's gonna get real bloody for the super welterweight division.
Yeah, it might get a little bit too troublesome. I could see it carrying, honestly, because he just
The,
stays in the
the, the
gym.
only the only thing is though, Charlo he the lineal champion. So like to solidify, you got to beat him, and it's like, do he want to fight, or is they gonna let him fight?
My question is, was Crawford always doing these pre-camps and then regular training camp? Or did he start doing that for the Errol Spence fight because he got that bag from David Benavidez?
Nah, you know what? I don't think he did that like the Sean Porter or who was the fight he had before that? The Mean Machine.
Yeah. No, not me,
Okay,
machine.
no, it
It
was
was
Kell
David
Brook.
Avenesian. It was David Avenesian.
I'm saying before the Avenesian fight, because he fought Porter, then he fought Porter, then it was Kell Brook.
Yeah, and then it was me, machine.
Yeah, because remember it was COVID that little time off. Then he fought Kell Brook. Then he fought Sean Porter. So I don't think he was doing that. But that UFC facility in Las Vegas though, man, like they in there like they spar MMA dudes and everything, man. They getting all type of work in there.
Uh-huh.
He said what dude? So he said he hit Crawford so hard he could be confused.
I want to bet money on this guy. With this guy, what round do you think you could stop him in? I'm saying 10.
He
Match
said
him out
10.
with tough. Yeah, I'm saying 10. Match him out with tough. Might go to
That
6.
jab, man, Crawford's jab though, man. Because I was watching that Avenesian fight, and then I was watching that Spence fight like that. Like his jab out of southpaw, like it done became so powerful. It's like,
His 2-1. When he jumps into it, it's hell to pay.
and then he
It's
like
so annoying too, especially when you have a high guard, bro. Imagine might have a high guard. No, actually, no, he has a low guard. He keeps his hands.
what word on the street is Mazurov can punch though. They saying he got a brick, he got brick hands. So, but the thing is though, like he take a lot of awkward angles and he fights with his hands down. So
Mm-hmm.
he's susceptible to get countered. Now I think if Crawford in the southpaw shoulder roll and Mazurov trying to leap in with like a hook or something, they get rolled and he get countered. He could get knocked flush out if he don't really got a chin. I haven't seen him in there with nobody with the type of punching power that Terrence Crawford has shown us, in his career. So I don't know if Majimov can really take a punch. I know he could probably dish it out, but I don't know if he can take it. So that's gonna be the thing. But I'll know the first round when Crawford jab him, and I'll see how he react to it. If Crawford jab him and I see kind of like, okay, like he start bringing his hands up, and that's when I know like, oh yeah, the power is there, like it's gonna be. So you gonna either get one or two things out of Myers North. He either gonna be fighting out of desperation, or he just gonna say, fuck it, like I'm gonna shoot for the stars.
Could be the case, man. I gotta stop it regardless, though. I'll be very, very, very surprised if Crawford loses in any fashion. It just could be too big of a jump.
Hey, so who you got in that Andy Ruiz Jared Miller fight?
Jared Miller's going with training with Bozy now, so he's gonna be in better condition, much better condition.
Yeah, I seen him over there in the gym with Bozy and them.
The only problem is he hasn't been training with Bozy for long, so I got Andy Ruiz by late stoppage.
But Andy Ruiz ain't fought in. When was the last time Ruiz fought? Like he fought like 2 years ago.
I think it was Luis Ortiz.
Yeah, that was like New Year's Day when that was like 2 years ago.
That was 2022. And then before that, it was Chris Arreola, where he had that fit body and he got dropped. It hurt.
No, I keep forgetting because it was. I thought it was either Arreola or Ortiz, but he ain't fought in a minute, man.
Yeah, but Jared Miller just got stopped earlier this year too.
Yeah, he
got
did.
stopped on the Francis Ngannou undercard.
Yeah, he got stopped by Daniel Dubois.
Daniel Dubois turning his life around. Holy shit! Yo, he's really doing good.
Chastity. The other Jared Anderson. He was over there. He was over in Bozy's gym for a minute, but he over there with Crawford and them in Colorado Springs. They going back and forth from there to Nevada. They up in that house. Crawford got up there in Colorado, and then they going back and forth to the UFC gym in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh man. It could be a long day.
They saying Marjorie. They saying he the next Triple G.
He's more athletic Triple G, if you ask me. He hits that hard, eh? Sheesh.
He got a good jab to the body. I seen though. He got a nice jab to the body.
You watch boxing gyms?
I haven't in a minute, but I'm familiar with him. Like he got a great breakdown. I ain't watched none of it in a minute.
Me neither. But like, yeah, he's.
Oh, he already broke the fight down.
No, he actually broke Shakur's fight down actually recently. It wasn't even him. It was one of his followers. He gives some of his subscribers, not subscribers, his Patreon members, a chance to break down the fights if they have enough knowledge to his liking. He lets them break it
Which
down.
one? Shakur fight coming up against Arum?
Yeah, it's on Patreon right now. I have his Patreon. I just haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, I seen a couple of Arum fights, and then like I said, I rewatched that fight with him and Frank Martin. He put up a good fight. He just he didn't have that extra grit to finish it out. He let Frank Martin get over him.
He would have got a tag fight if he stayed up on his feet.
You said what?
He would have got. Actually, I don't know if it would have been him or Williams Cepeda. If Artem won the fight.
probably see Tank fight William Cepeda.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so I said Artem or Williams Zepeda would have got that fight if he won against Frank. Because Frank won by split, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think Tank probably gonna fight William Cepeda. I think he probably like part of that deal.
I like the fight. Williams Zepeda is probably gonna get stopped in 5, but he has a good KO ratio. It's 30 wins, 26 losses, 26 wins by KO. That's like a 90% or 90 or 87% KO ratio. That's not bad.
Yeah, with
He's
William
gonna be
Cepeda,
fun.
he definitely somebody good to have on your resume for sure.
Oh yeah, man, big puncher.
That's definitely
Who's the
something good to
last
have
big
on your
puncher
resume.
he fought? Isak Cruz. Isak Cruz that can't set anything up with a jab. It's a straight hooker.
Yeah, a lot of people calling for that Tank and Pitbull rematch.
I don't know why. Tank beat him with one hand, bro. Like, what do we really need to see?
Is that a lot of people said Tank was running fighting Pitbull Cruz.
But we know why. His hand hurt.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, a lot of people saying Shakur should rematch De Los Santos to let everybody know like what you would do to him at 100%. Which I mean, I ain't mad at that either. You feel what I'm saying? I much rather see the big fights, but if him and De Los Santos running back, I definitely want to see what Shakur do to him with two good hands. Because they said Shakur was running, so just to dispel that narrative.
Yeah.
Because that's what I be. I'm like that was Shakur's second fight at 135. Like he knocked the guy out as soon as he moved up to the division. Got a stoppage. Like so it was like, and that's when everybody was like, oh yeah, Shakur. Like everybody was on the bandwagon. You feel what I'm saying? Especially because he was on Devin Haney bumper too. He was on Devin Haney's ass. But you know when you get into it with you know the Tank fans like oh like Shakur ain't did nothing. He ain't nobody to fight this and that. But like now they kind of like they pulling for that Lomachenko fight now. So it's like Lomachenko got like 3 losses though. Like
Mm-hmm. Trigger?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I don't know why my thing does this. But,
but you in the car?
heat. AC's going crazy because the heat wave today is just absolutely insane. I'm working outside right now. There's a heat warning. My girlfriend told me yesterday it was a heat warning, so I put my sunscreen on. I need to apply it to my face just now, actually. I'll be out.
Oh, yeah, they said
As
it's
a
like
black
90.
man,
It's
as a
like
black
90
man,
outside.
the sun is attracted to us. The mosquitoes are attracted to us. I don't know. Our blood is sweeter for some reason. I don't know. They taste the soul food. They taste the greens. They taste the cornbread. They taste everything in our bloodstream. I hate that. I don't ever see white people complain about mosquito bites. It's always us.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck around outside like that when with mosquitoes and shit like that.
Man, I be itching so much, bro. It's annoying.
Yeah, I don't fuck around. I don't be fucking with all that.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in my corner. You know what I mean? Like what? I'm gonna stay in my corner and just be where I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna be where I'm supposed to be, bro.
Cause
Um,
what Jada Law talking about? He's talking about Morrell, Bruce Carrington, and Marginal.
oh,
So you think Shushu could be Monster?
no, no. He'll put up a good fight until Monster stops him, bro. Shushu likes to fight in the pocket too much. He likes to fight fire with fire, and that'll be his downfall. He can't fight fire with Monster in no way, bro. That guy punches too hard, and he's skilled. His reaction time is amazing. His instincts are amazing as well. Like he watches everything. He sees everything. He makes adjustments. He has a good chin on him as well. He has good recovery. Like it's tough, man. And it was a tough out for a lot of people. And it looks like Tank can make 130, eh?
Yeah,
Since he's been taking
definitely.
his career seriously, he could make 130. He was at 133. Come on, man. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. Even though
Yeah.
Tank is
If
tough.
him in a way fight like that's a world class like mega fight like that's like a
That's
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 like a,
two that's 3 million pay per views in my opinion.
yeah, definitely that probably do the biggest pay-per-view numbers ever. That they fight, especially if they fight like something comfortable like 130, 131.
Yeah, 131 or something.
Because I think Monster Power carry up too. He got too much velocity because that's another thing with the power. Like when you move up in that extra weight, like it's about the velocity on your punches, the way you throw them. That's why Benavidez he don't got that. It's not as venomous. His punches ain't as venomous as they was at 168 as they is at 175. 'Cause
Is he
he
not?
got more
What's
weight
his
to move.
issue? Is he not? Is it his base? Is it not him not turning the punches? What is it? Because he
It's
like he
the
throws slapping hooks. I realize.
it's the leverage. Like honestly, Benavidez, he looked like Alberto Ramirez the other night.
Yeah. So would
Yeah.
he be able to change up the way he throws his punches? Would his power be a little bit different, or
Nah, because I mean, because like you said before, like he was fighting guys that was smaller than him, guys that's his size. He could do a strength and conditioning camp. Like it's not going because Benavidez is a volume puncher. Like it's not like he's not like a one punch knockout guy. He's an accumulation puncher. Like he's not going to be able to his damage output is not going to be that high at that with that extra weight on there. He's going to gas out.
Mhm.
And then, like me being honest, I just think Benavidez was having fat camps for real, just to get down to 168, because he's really a cruiserweight for real. That's why I'm not understanding how the fuck he was making 168 anyway. But
so you agree with the statement that he's a weight bully?
yeah, I don't look. I'm not a guy that's gonna be screaming the weight bully shit, because if you make the weight on the scale, then it's valid. But my thing with Benavidez and my argument is Benavidez lost his belt on the scales, and the WBC did him a solid. That's why I call him Cap Boxing Nerd, because he be on here capping talking about the WBC is protecting Canelo and all this and that. Well, you had the WBC belt twice, and you're undefeated, but you lost it. How did you lose your belt? How are you a former champion with no losses?
I said. Hold on. Did I say he was? Um, it wasn't me that said it, or someone else, or
That might have been a meme, but
yeah, because
but but
no,
but
because he
but but
lost it. He lost it doing cocaine, and he lost it from a scale.
yeah, but like I said, Benavidez, he always try to make it seem like WBC protecting Canelo Alvarez. But what did the WBC do for you? Because when you lost your belt on the scale, they did you a solid and made you the number one guy in the WBC at 175. He petitioned to go back down and be put in the 168 rankings.
Yeah.
You can go look it up. So that's why I call him a weight bully, because he doesn't want to fight at the natural weight. Once you miss weight and you can't make the weight no more, then it's time for you to move up. You feel what I'm saying?
So he's a
Same the, the,
fraudulent
the same the
or
same way with Shakur. When Shakur fought Conceição and he didn't want to make the weight, what did he do? He moved up to the next division the very fight after. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't try. He didn't try and say, okay, well, I'm gonna make the weight this time and stay down here. No, that's weight bullying because it's clear now that your body has outgrew that division. So it's time for you to move up and fight the competition at the next weight class. You feel what I'm saying? David Benavidez, he didn't want to do that, and now his first fight at 175, he want to pull a guy out that was just coming off of retirement not too long ago, and he didn't look so good against him. So like Benavidez, man, he be doing a lot of he's really a clout chaser for real, man. Like he just for some reason he think he just deserved a Canelo fight. He got the media fooled. Like dude, like if you had had your belt at 165, Canelo would have had to fight you if you wanted to go undisputed. That Canelo didn't make you lose your belt or make you do cocaine. You did that on your own.
Yeah. No, you're speaking facts, bro.
But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That David Benavidez that I seen on Saturday, I think Ben Whitaker could beat him in a couple more fights.
Ben Whitaker? Ben Whitaker will style on that guy. He beats him now. Ben Whitaker beats him now.
I think if you give Ben Whitaker like 2 or 3 more fights, he could beat that David Benavidez. He looked terrible, man. Especially if Ben Whitaker moving around and making him miss and countering, it'd be a big upset. Big upset.
Yep. No, I agree.
Who you got in that Usyk and Fury rematch?
Ooh, beautiful. I think Usyk stops him this time. That's the best Fury could get, bro. And he's doing benders and falling face first on the street.
Yeah. I seen he had to get carried out of bar. Yeah, Furious.
No, you can't do that. Yo, he's abused his body way too much, man. 4 years of coke. Like, apparently he did like 9 beers right before the Wilder fight, or he had a whole beer before the Wilder fight. Like, bro, you can't do that to your body and expect to be the best, one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world, and one of the greatest heavyweights to ever live, in Usyk. Yeah, these heavyweights being having size and reach and a little bit of power can't take you to the top, bro. Especially when you have a mover who's Ali's size, weight, and reach. Man.
Yeah, it's the IQ, man. Man, Ukrainian fighters, man, like they're extremely smart fighters, man. Extremely smart. But I mean, Tyson Fury, he knew that though. That's why he wasn't too, he
Keen on
wasn't
the.
too, he wasn't too quick to take the fight. You feel what I'm saying? Because if that had been anybody else Usyk size, he would have got right in there and got on. He's saying how Usyk neutralized Anthony Joshua, and he's like, okay, like this dude, he's a real boxer. He really got an IQ. Fury just made sure he was gonna get paid handsomely if he lose, which he did.
Man, he got over 100. Yo, you got 70% of the purse.
Yeah, I mean, I seen one report. They said he got like $154 million. I don't know if that was true or not, but
So what did Usyk get? What, 54?
like Usyk got like 50 or something. The Fury got like 140 something. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with the Saudis. That's what I'm saying. He was gonna make sure the Saudis got involved with it so he can get the business all the way together, all the way right. So
You gonna call up an undisputed fight? Undisputed card? Game, sorry.
you said what?
You gonna cop the undisputed game?
Man, I don't really be having no time to play the game, man. I might though. If it's looking like something, I might mess with it. Cause I ain't played no game like no combat game since that UFC came out. That was a minute ago. That UFC was tough. But
Yeah,
man,
it's gonna be harder for me, man, because I work all day and I have to go straight to bed at a certain time because the weekend's gonna be the only time I have to play the game. You know the life, man. Getting the money in the morning, afternoon, and by the time you get home, you're tired already. Man,
summertime. You supposed to be grinding summertime anyway. Everything opened up. There's more
yeah.
opportunities. Like the game, when you be gaming and stuff, that's usually like some fall type shit. Like when it start getting cold and shit, you be tucked in the house.
Unless you're making money off the game, off Twitch and stuff, you shouldn't really be doing it all day.
Yeah, yeah. They say the kids they be saying Shakur be on Twitch all the time, gaming
Really,
and stuff.
Shakur still looks like 20 years old. That, that dimple smile, man.
Yeah, Shakur he was like 26. He like
Yeah, he's 26.
he like 26.
Man looks young as hell though. He looks like an 18-year-old.
So you think Shakur should go sign with Floyd?
Low. How
Why
low?
not? Why not?
Floyd is the greatest hater that boxing has ever seen. Simple as that.
Floyd don't want to relinquish his stronghold on the sport.
No, man. He didn't want to do the tank.
But you know Tank, like I don't understand. Like after me seeing that sparring video, I don't know why Tank signed with Floyd though. Like I mean, I get it to get the look, whatever the case may be. But after I seen it, it's like I don't. It's not no way I would have ever signed with Floyd, and that's just in my personal opinion. Like even when he was clinching up with Devin Haney, like this nigga Floyd, like he grabbing his arm, like pulling him off of Devin, like I would have got the tripping in that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. If that was me, I would have been tripping in there. Like that shit would have went the wrong way.
That was before Tank was a Floyd fighter too. That's
That
what's
but
funny about it.
but that's what I'm saying though. Like even and this is even not a Tank so on mouth. Tank told Shakur not to sign with Floyd because Floyd went to the Olympics to sign Shakur, and you know Shakur obviously was putting it in his putting it in his mind like I might go over here and sign with Floyd Mayweather. But him and Tank already had a close relationship at that time anyway. And Tank out his own mouth said he the one that told Shakur not to go sign with Floyd because he felt Floyd tried to set him up in that Pedraza fight. Because I guess at that time he didn't feel like he was ready for Jose Pedraza. But I mean he went out there and got
The
Pedraza out
business,
there.
man. And since then, he hasn't really fought nobody, man.
But yeah, after me seeing that sparring, I'm like, it was clear that they favored Devin. Like the fallout with Devin and them is because Devin didn't sign with him, and they probably felt like they they gave him that stamp. They let him come in the gym and drop them jewels on him. That's the same way I feel about how PBC probably feel about Jerron Ennis, your boy Boots. You feel what I'm saying? I think the PBC feel the same way. I think they feel like we gave you these looks, we gave you the platform to fight on, and you don't sign with us. You go over there to our competition. Like that's the declaration of war, boxing nerd. You know that.
Yo,
So I think they gonna try and make it hard for me. Undisputed. You see what Crawford went through to get that fight. Did you watch that Canelo card? That Canelo and Munguia?
my bad, yo. Yo,
Yeah.
hello?
You hear me?
Oh, you hear me? Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
heard you.
yeah. Sometimes my
That,
phone just cuts out. My bad.
did you watch that Canelo and Munguia?
I love that fight. It was really good.
but you seen the undercard, right? Them was like a whole bunch of welterweight bouts, right? So this is my thing. Why didn't they have Mario Barrios and Stanionis fight?
For unification, literally.
Because Stanionis got the WBA regular and Barrios got the WBC interim belt. So whoever win that fight, when Crawford fight August 3rd, all them belts and all them champions is gonna be upgraded. So you would have had the winner out of Barrios and Stanionis unified at 147, and then you still got where you still would have needed the winner out of Brian Norman and Santillan with the WBO. So it's like they gonna be playing hardball with them belts at 147, in my opinion.
It would have made the most sense, bro.
Like I didn't even know Marcos Maidana had a brother that fought. When I seen that's who Barrios was fighting, I'm like, damn, I didn't know
That was Marcus
Maidana had a
Maidana's brother.
Yeah, the guy Barrios fought, that was Marcos Maidana's younger brother. He was a decent fighter though. I like his style. Like it wasn't like your normal Barrios fight, but I think Stanionis need to get back in the ring ASAP. Like if I'm him, I'm going on Team Combat League fighting. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like that ring rush, like he's not in a position to sit around and fight once every 2 years, man. Like his career will literally die, man. Like it'll literally die.
Stanionis, right?
Yeah.
Yo, man, he needs to get some fights in, bro.
Yeah, I'll be on my Rashidi Ellis shit. Like I'll be in Team Combat League right now fighting. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like
yeah, that still gets you. You're still in camp. You're doing one-round fights, but like it's still something, right?
Yeah, it's still something. Like I'm not about to sit around and wait on no date because you gotta think, man, the way PBC is now, like they stacking their cards, man. Like because Amazon Amazon is not gonna let them put no BS cards on they platform. Like they gotta stack the card like how that Tank Davis card was. Like you gotta have like 2 or 3 names on there that people know to make it make sense. But yeah, if I'm Stanionis, because that dude that he fought, that Gabriel Marshall died, he had upset Trayvon Marshall, and that dude like 40 years old. But a lot of people don't know that dude he just fought in the Olympics not too long ago for his country.
Yo, he stopped Trayvon Marshall so bad, bro.
Yeah, I like Trayvon Marshall too.
That was hard to watch, bro. I was like, yo, this guy's Trayvon Marshall. I think they called him the sniper. I was like, yo, he's nice.
But he gave Stanionis a tough fight though. He gave Stanionis a tough fight. That's what I'm saying.
Rocked Stanionis a couple times too. He rocked him bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like Stanionis, like he can't like there's no reason why like that they fought in what May the 3rd. Like he should already be looking for a fight around September, man. Like
he needs to get on that plant card in August or something. Fight somebody.
One of them cards. Like he need to try and get like on a 5-on-5. But I don't know where Stanionis will. It's the thing though, right? Because you see Leonard Ellerby he stepped down, fired whatever from Mayweather Promotion. So they didn't put Richard Schaefer in there. Stanionis, he's Richard Schaefer's fighter. So Stanionis probably gonna be over there with TMT if what they got going on is still the way it's been going.
Yep.
So that would mean that WBA belt is still on that side, so to speak. So it's like, yeah, that undisputed run for Boots, man. I just think if Boots can't go undisputed at 147, like within the next year and a half, like he might as well campaign in 2 divisions or look for big money fights because Boots could be a star in the UK. That shit that Ben Whitaker a star over there, man. That they love him over there in the UK, bro.
I thought they
He
hated
already
it was cocky style and stuff.
he already sponsored by Adidas. You feel what I'm saying? Like out of the Olympics. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm boosting them, I'm like, look, if I can't go undisputed, like forget them belts right now. I'm about to go over here and get crazy bags. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to be best fighter over here that these UK people ever seen. Give me that Conor Ben fight, but give it to me over here in the States, so I ain't got to worry about Conor Ben, taking no eggs or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? We fighting over here in the U.S. You feel what I'm saying? On my home turf. You feel what I'm saying? I'm taking Conor Ben out. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm building my platform up, and then I might take some fights at 154 and knock some contenders out up there and get put in their ranking. So when I do decide to fully move up, you feel what I'm saying?
No, it makes sense, bro. It makes perfect sense.
Well, I'm looking in the comments. They say I think Frank needs to move up to 140. I don't know if Frank Martin. I don't know about, man. 140 stacked, man. It's a lot of fighters at 140. But to be honest with you, if Devin Haney get his zero back for Ryan testing positive, and Liam Paro, outside of them two, all the other major guys at 140 got losses. Subriel, Matias, Pitbull Cruz, Rowley, Gary Antoine. You feel what I'm saying? Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor, all them guys got losses. So 140 ain't nobody undefeated at 140 for real.
Yep.
T.O. Regis Prograis. That's why I didn't understand Matias. Like, you fight Liam Paro, like why is you on the phone woofing at Regis Prograis? Like, you not even focused, bro.
Yeah. I should have put money on. I had a funny feeling about that fight, bro. I don't know why. When I have these funny feelings, I want to put bets. When I have funny feelings about these fights, I'm gonna put bets, bro.
Them Australian guys, they be causing upsets though, man. You seen it like 3 times. Steve Sparks, Cambosis, Pero, fucking Tim Zoo, like them dudes, like they had a lot of momentum. Like, and after that Montana Love fight, I'm like, yeah, Liam Paro, he definitely a worthy opponent for anybody. Plus, they said he was sparring. Everybody said he was in camp with Devin and Shakur, so it's like he been getting great work too.
Yeah, I seen a clip of him in Shakur, and people said he got hurt, and that wasn't the case at all. Like, he did get hurt against Shakur.
Some people saying that he hurt Shakur too.
That's a big claim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm seeing everything that's been going on with him for like from the middle of last year to now. I'm like yeah, like Liam Paro, he must be sturdy. Like, and then I was watching they little shit on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, he seems strong too. Like, that's not how he fight, but like he seems strong enough to keep you respectable.
Yeah.
But Matias though, man, like I was watching his post fight press conference, man. It's like Matias, he talking about, he didn't go in there with no game plan. He was just going there to like beat. Like, Matias is basically street fighting, man. Like,
It looks that way, bro.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, this nigga Matias, like, he's not going in there like trying to execute no plan, like not listening to no coaches. He's just going in there like trying to street fight
Yo,
you and
bro,
stuff.
that guy's a monster, bro. Straight up and down.
Man, it does look, man, because you know that it's a little beef between in the with the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Hondurans, with with the Puerto Ricans, they got a little war going on within their community about this boxing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially with T.O. saying Puerto Rican fighters is easy to beat.
Mm-hmm.
So that they got issues amongst their community and stuff. So a lot of the Dominican guys that they've been saying Subriel Matias he not no Felix Trinidad. And they didn't like the fact that people was trying to hype him up to be that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was surprising to me that a lot of them was kind of happy he lost. A lot of them was saying he got exposed again.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Matias, but of course he got an exciting style to watch. It's just when you get in there with a guy that's boxing and using ring generalship,
Sweet science, bro.
is he gonna be able to go in there and look as dominant as he has looked in his fights or whatever the case may be.
I mean, he's getting outboxed in the first few rounds by most of these guys, and then he just starts breaking them down and just running right through them. You know, like they get tired and all that stuff. They get weak in their legs because they're moving so much. Same thing with him and the Benavidez. Start walking these guys down. Except he's not a weight bully.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Benavidez and Subriel, like that, just standing in front of the guy and you wailing on the guy, like that's not going. It ain't too many fighters that's gonna let you fight that fight with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like even that dude Benavidez fought like he was he was staying behind his jab for the most part. Like a couple of the
Doing
earlier
some good
rounds,
work,
he was
man.
getting touched. He was getting touched like a lot of the earlier rounds, but like he probably noticed that Benavidez, like the sting was dropping significantly off his punches. So he like, okay, I can stand in front of this guy and shoot in there with him now. And another thing too is Benavidez is usually way bigger than the guys that he fight. So he could reach, he could use his arm and reach around their elbow and hit him to the body. He couldn't do that against that guy he fought Saturday, because that dude's arms was longer, probably bigger than his arms. So his arm and elbows, it was protecting his solar plex and his liver. Like he couldn't, like Benavidez couldn't reach around and get no. I'm seeing Benavidez trying to reach around every time he do it. He was getting popped with a right hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, like Benavidez, he got a lot of stuff to work on, man. He got a whole lot of stuff to work on before he try and fight. Because I got Bivol beating him up now too. Because he been running around saying he beat Bivol up in sparring and all this and that. Well, you just fought a guy that you sparred and you didn't look too hot.
Yep. There's no reason why. There's no reason why he's not gonna look. The fight's not gonna look similar to Zurdo. There's no reason I see it why it doesn't look similar. All these sparring stories and all this other stuff. Like Benavidez goes into spar, and now I'm realizing more and more. He's like, oh, I'm getting the better of everybody in sparring. Not everybody goes to sparring just to fight. So people are just going to work on stuff.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So if you got the better of the guy that he just fought recently, and the better of Bivol, Bivol said it in a recent interview. People go into sparring to work on different stuff. Maybe Bivol was holding back his punches. Maybe he was working on defense. Maybe he was working on his angles. Maybe he was working on his footwork. You just never know. These guys, Benavidez goes in there to beat people up. It seems.
Yeah, for sure. After Saturday, that's the realization that I came to, that like Benavidez, he just he's really just a glorified sparring partner. he the guy's gonna be telling, oh yeah, well I sparred this guy, I did that, but like, is it gonna translate in the bright lights?
Uh-huh. That's
And then,
my
like I
pint.
said,
What
they was doing him a justice by feeding him Boo Boo Andrade. Like they did him a justice feeding him Boo Boo. Like Boo Boo not no 168 pounder.
Yeah, he felt good after that.
And
Like,
then
oh,
like another thing with Benavidez too is like you trying to fight Canelo, like bro, you know you gonna get a rehydration clause, bro. That Canelo's not fighting you, dude, and letting you come back in at whatever weight you want to, especially not at 168. That's dead. You gonna get a rehydration clause. So it's like, really, is you just selling your O?